If you want to become a supporter of Boss Rush, you can head on over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. For as little as $1 a month, you gain early access to Expansion Pass and Gamescast, audio versions of spoiler casts and interviews, and more perks at the tier that's right for you. You can even follow us for free and gain all of our main shows on one feed. If you can't support us financially, no big deal. You can head on over to youtube.com/Boss Rush Network or bossrush.net for more great content. Thanks for helping us continue to build something better.
Hello everybody, welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Rush Network. I'm your host, Eli Tech Excited interview. Joining me is the one, the only bossman himself, Mr. Corey Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Hello, Edward. Happy Monday. It's good to be here. Since I'm glad our schedules worked out so well that we're recording on Monday, and that all of the big Nintendo news drops tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Yes. And for those who are watching this on a Wednesday, Nintendo stuff has happened.
Here's the thing. So we already talked about it. If you're watching live, this is not going to contain any of the Nintendo Direct and Treehouse stuff, obviously, right? But
yes,
if you're watching on YouTube on Wednesday, yes, I will cut out the Nintendo Direct news as a separate Nintendo Direct recap show, right? But I'm going to do my best to kind of work the Direct news into the main show also. So I'm just going to kind of like, before we start, or I don't know, one of these Family News, whatever, before we get into like the Summer Game Fest stuff and the Xbox Showcase stuff today, I'm going to splice in the Direct recap show stuff that we record tomorrow. And that way, everybody who's watching on YouTube, listening, podcast feeds, whatever, watching on the website, you all have just one show. Okay. So,
yes.
I can't believe they announced a new 3D Mario and a new 3D Zelda in the same year.
Dude, the Xenoblade Warriors thing that we've been talking about, I'm super excited. And we got a release date for Fire Emblem. Oh, Corey, there's so much that's happening.
There is a lot that's happening. Yes, there is. So here's the thing though. This is since Summer Showcase kind of took over E3, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was by far, I think, the best year so far, pending Nintendo's Direct, right? And even if Nintendo's Direct tomorrow is like, okay, right? Which I'm sure they're going to show Fire Emblem, which I'm stoked for. They're going to show...
Just Weave's going to be so amazing.
They're going to show Star Fox, right? Because it's going to be out the week after. I'm sure they'll show more Splatoon. But like, we really don't know anything after Fire Emblem. So like the fact that they're going to show a bunch of stuff tomorrow, even if it's just like little things, like I don't know, another Pokemon spinoff game because we don't have enough of those, or 75 Kirby games.
Because we actually don't have a Pokemon, like a big Pokemon game for this fall or winter, like because Winds and Waves don't come out till next year.
Yeah.
So.
But we do have Pokemon ZA and we have Pokopia. I wonder if we'll get Pokopia DLC, right? Like, I feel like that's probably a layup.
Well, I think we may get it next year. Though we may get the announcement now, but the DLC next year. Speaking of Koei Tecmo, them boys been busy.
I mean, you're telling me.
Dude, that Wulong 2 is coming to
yeah, that surprised me. I didn't realize that game did well enough to get a sequel. But
we don't have the first one, so
but
be announced in the Direct.
It's on the other platforms, right? So I don't know. I don't care. That game doesn't interest me really.
But I mean, okay, Koei Tecmo, if y'all gonna be doing this, I'm gonna need y'all to get the Neo games to Switch. I know they're exclusively on PlayStation, but I would love to play the Neo trilogy.
There was a rumor though that they might come to Switch too. There was a rumor that they might come before, or some, I don't know. There was a rumor they were coming at some point. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up on that side of things. I've been so wrapped up in like a lot of the Nintendo stuff that's going on, and obviously like trying to make plans for PAX West right? Because
Yes.
Ed, guess what?
Yes.
Pending badges. I'm going to PAX West.
Yes.
So
Yes. I'm super excited.
this is my first event in a year and a half, and I'm very excited.
And yes, everybody, I will make sure to do Pow Block at PAX West.
Oh, we're doing it. We're gonna. Man, I should. So I didn't know if I was going to go or not because of everything else that's going on. But we should have submitted a. Look, next year at PAX East, we have to submit for a Pow Block PAX panel.
Oh yes,
we have to. It would be like you, me, Stephanie, Grayson, and like. I don't know if we could get somebody else more famous than we are on there.
Nintendo Talk.
Look, all we need is Grayson and everybody will be there. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Effortlessly cool, that Grayson guy.
Which I got to catch up with him and everything. It was so good to see them both at PAX East. I'm just like, Grayson's so happy. Yeah.
Grayson's awesome.
He's amazing.
I just can't wait to see everybody. Like it's been so long since I've seen anybody or even talked to anybody because of just the stuff that's been going on, Ed, that I've been talking to you about, right? Like,
yes,
it's been so long that like I've had this like weird refreshing energy the last couple days, like a different like motivation, a different excitement. Like, I'm just excited to go be back out in the world. I'm just excited to be doing the things that we love and we're good at, and we can, because I like the thing I miss the most is doing interviews and spotlights, which I need to reach out to people to get some done. But like, I really miss in-person interviews. Like, I was watching the one we did with Sean Velasco of Yacht Club 2 years ago, before Mina came out, and we were talking about the Shovel Knight history and stuff, like, and then I watched the Atari one that we did, and obviously we've done a lot of those, but like, I was just like, man, I miss this stuff so much. And I feel like when we go to PAX West, nothing will be holding me back. Nothing, like zero. And I can just go out and be, obviously with the team and see David and Stephanie and everybody. But like, man, I am so excited. I am so excited to go.
I think that's why when I do when I do my interviews with my appointments, it's just like, these are all, I could turn these into podcasts for everybody here, but it's just like interviewing and getting to talking to people and learning and having fun. It brings a sort of excitement to you, like it brings a thrill out, and I just get so excited. So definitely when you come and you do your interviews, we'll be like, yay, you got to talk to this person, you got to talk to that person. I'm like, and then if you see, like, man, like, to have an interview just by hands with Shuhei.
I mean, well, also like Nintendo will probably have a big presence there. Xbox will probably have a presence there, right? Because they're literally right down the road. Dude, I mean, Major Nelson was on stage today. That was cool. I was yesterday. Gosh, all these days have run together. And dude, everybody at FanFest got one of those translucent Xboxes. Did you know that?
No.
Asha Sharma came out and said everybody in the audience today is getting an anniversary Xbox. Which is like, oh my gosh, a year to be the year to miss. God.
I mean, Asha is but we said this in Expansion Pass or earlier in one of our episodes, is that she has a lot to prove. And because of and we we still give her a year or something because of the success for Xbox Game Showcase. She won. She is winning people back to Xbox. You know, um, and I don't have nothing bad to say or anything, but I'm just like she's working hard to get people back into that ecosystem, and surprisingly, it's working. It surprisingly is working. So by time the developers direct is here, I think people are in. I think people are sold in and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited to do PAX and look, maybe Ed, just maybe the Game Awards. We'll see. Stay tuned. Subscribe and share. Tell your friends. Stay tuned. I don't know. I hate doing that stuff, man. That's why it's all pre-recorded and put at the end of the show.
Pretty much, yes.
That's why we stopped doing it during the show. It feels so awkward to like plug your stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
I think
anyways.
when you get new people who listens to the podcast or watch the video, it's good to let them know here's our information, and we're consistently putting out the information, same information, so that when more new people come in or people who just accidentally find us or want to try something new, whether we get a listen for one or two, they at least know that, hey, we're here, this is our information, you guys know. So if you want to learn more, check out that information, and we'll be able to help you find more about us and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We have tons of videos for 7+ years.
Yep.
And everything.
Oh, good times, huh? Good times.
Yes.
Stephanie's on a panel at PAX West, right? She's going to be on something there, I think.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Anything.
I think she is, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think she is because she said she was not going to go because of certain reasons, and then twist my arm, I'm on a panel, but
can you ever see me on the panel at
PAX? No.
Why?
Everyone would leave.
No.
Why do you think I'm not on panels?
Oh,
because that's all these panels need is another straight white guy talking about video games up there.
So have the acquired taste guy get on the panel and just have have fun and everything. Of course, I'll be like, okay, where's the Max? So I could just hug him and say hi.
Yeah.
I was so happy to see him too.
As much as I want to be on a panel at some point, which I will be, I just, I want to go and do our developer interviews and our creator interviews. And like, obviously the topic of AI is going to be a big thing there, whether people want to talk about it or not. Right. Like that's a huge thing. And, I want to see where the industry is at from that standpoint. Because I mean, as much as I love like going there and seeing friends and meeting people and everything, like obviously I'm going to hang out with friends, right? Like that's the main draw. But like the other thing for me is just seeing what our developer friends are working on and what they have and what cool merch is there, and what weird games Limited Run is slinging around this year, and
which I have to work on that interview.
See if Fire Emblem Path of Radiance has gone up another $75 in price.
As I hold your copy here and to make sure that I bring it.
To be fair, that's Radiant Dawn, not Path of Radiance. Ed, come on. Know your Fire Emblem, Ed.
You know what?
This is episode 497. Know your Fire Emblem.
True. That is true.
I mean, To be fair, until I finally replayed the GameCube one on Switch this year, I forgot which one was which every time. I like giving you a hard time, man.
I know.
Someone's going to give you a hard time because I think the last 3 out of the last 4 times we've recorded this show, you've worn that shirt.
Oh, I'm going to change it. I'll change it up.
But also,
I'm like,
I wear a black shirt or a black hoodie every single episode, so it really doesn't matter.
It's just been getting hot, and I'm just like, let me just grab the nearest shirt and just throw it on. And everything. I'll have another shirt on next time.
Oh my gosh, I said Stephanie's name 3 times and she's messaging me. So, anyways, how are you, Ed?
I'm doing good.
However long into the show,
20 minutes.
This is going to be another one of those 5-hour shows, isn't it?
No, we're gonna be respectful to everybody's time.
No, we're not.
No, I just preparing myself for this week. I got a 6-day work week straight.
Gross.
But then the week after, I only worked that Sunday, Monday, and Saturday because I got Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday off. I got like 4 days kind of off. But then Saturday to Wednesday, I got a full work week. So it's going to be here and there, playing things by ear. But I've been good. Just like working and playing games and finishing things up. So, and I still got some more PAX East interviews that I got to get out. So I got to work on those. I want to try to get them all out. Because the big one is the limited run interview. I know that one is going to take time because that one is like 40 minutes, 45 minutes that we record. It literally is a podcast. And everything. So,
man, I feel, dude, I had some of that chicken I cooked yesterday, which we'll get into, but man, that sweet and smoky, it's so tasty, but like, it like leaves this really weird aftertaste that I'm not a fan of.
it's probably the smoky part.
It's probably the chicken part. Anyways, not important.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll have more PAX info for you guys in the future once things are confirmed. And yeah, we'll probably be talking more about it in August before we head out. Because that's going to be a fun airplane ride for me.
It's going to be something.
I just got to make sure this time that I do it in the AM and not the PM. Because it was cheap.
Yeah.
So. Well. But everybody, how about we get into Snacktendo? Corey, you know, we got to start with you. What have you been snacking on?
Do we have to? Oh, I got a weird message that said trying to reconnect. I wonder what I was trying to connect to. It's fine. Whatever. Not important. Let's see. So I had one of those big Fatty McFat Casa Del Rio burritos.
Yes.
Let's see. What else did I have? I had... Oh, you know what I did buy from there, actually, was the... Dramatic pause for the audio people. So I wanted guac, right? And I had never had their guacamole before.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'll just get the big one. That way I can have it throughout the week. You know, we have chips at home. I don't need the chips. I'll just buy the guacamole. And so I bought the medium size guac. So I was like, okay, that'll last a couple days. Dude, first of all, they gave me a huge bag of chips, which I was like, okay, well, I like chips. I'm not going to complain. You gave me chips. Didn't order them, but you gave them to me. Dude, they gave me a thing of guac. It was like this tall and like this round.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. I was like, how does guac taste this good? And like, I'm not like the biggest guacamole person, but like, I like guac. But this was freaking amazing.
Did you max the whole chips with some of the guac?
What? Did I what?
The chips? Did you max? Did you max out all the chips that they gave you with
Like,
some of the guac?
Did I eat all the chips with the guac?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't eat it all. And I didn't eat it all in one sitting. Took me 2 sittings. Look, man, I didn't. So here's the thing. Over the last year, I don't really eat lunch, right? I just don't eat lunch. But like, if I eat a late breakfast and I want a snack, I usually have like, there's these, chips, either chips and guac in the cupboard and then in the refrigerator or whatever. Like, I'll eat that for like a snack sort of lunch thing on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And then dinner will be like, whatever. Dude, so my daughter and Asana went to her mom's piano recital thing on Sunday, and my son and I were sitting in the basement playing video games because gosh, dude, if he makes me play that Power Rangers game one more time, I'm gonna cry. Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's not bad, it's just bad. Anyways. Anyways, I sat down here and ate the rest of the guac and chips with like, I wasn't even trying. I was like just mashing a button or two to make my son think I was playing with him. And he's getting really good by himself, by the way. So maybe soon he will have to play by himself.
Okay.
But I just kept scooping, checking my phone, looking up stuff, doing some social media stuff for Boss Rush, doing some editing of doc preparation for Xbox Casuals yesterday because of the Xbox showcase we recorded last night right after. And next thing you know, it's gone. Just poof.
And this is the chips that they gave you.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. The chip bag was like this big, man. It's like,
dang.
Dude, I smash those chips. And I don't even really like to eat a lot of chips because they usually make my stomach hurt. But like, I smash those chips. They're gone. They were gone, dude. Like, not even crumbs in the bottom. Like, just gone. So, and then yesterday I had that chicken, the chicken that I cooked on the grill, which was good. And then I ate it again tonight.
Yes.
But my kids did eat a Mama Cozy's pizza from Aldi. Now, let me tell you, Mama Cozy's pizza, still good. Man, I remember when we lived in that dinky apartment and like that Mama Cozy's pizza was like all we could afford. Right after we, got married, and it was like, because it was like $5 for a huge pizza, right? It was way better than Little Caesars,
Of course.
And like, man, it just took me back to that tiny little apartment. And dude, Mama Cozy's pizza is so good. My favorite Mama Cozy's though is the 4 cheese blend pizza. And then you buy a pack of pepperoni and you just put the pepperoni on it. Oh, it's so good. We didn't do that because my kids would refuse. My son actually refused to eat the pizza because it wasn't Domino's. God forbid. Pepperoni pizza is not pepperoni pizza. Parents out there, you understand.
What did he eat?
Pizza rolls.
Okay.
We were like, you said you wanted pizza. He's like, not this pizza. And we were like, well, what do you want to eat? He's like, pizza rolls. I was like, whatever. This kid, he just gets what he wants all the time.
Tostitos, or yeah, I was just gonna say Tostitos. No, it's not Tostitos. Where are those pizza rolls? It's Torino's or something.
Hey man, I don't know. No, these. So we get the Mama Cosie's pizza rolls though too. They're not
Oh,
called.
okay.
They're not called pizza rolls. They're called. What are they called? Like pizza treats or something weird. Mama Cosie's pizza treats or something.
Look, Artie's been popping over here with the budget that I have. I'm like, you know what? Let me get some stuff from Aldi's.
Yeah.
Let me make a quick trip.
Aldi's is the best. I can't wait. I
Here
can't.
goes.
What?
I'd be like, ooh, here's some name brand snacks. That's for $1.49. Let me take that. Because everywhere else, there's like $4 to $5. It's like, yeah, let me grab these Lifesaver gummies for $1.95.
Hey man, look. Aldi's is just the best. It's amazing. You just stick a quarter in the cart and it pops out. You go in, do your shopping, come back out. Dude, the quarter thing is really weird though. I gotta say, the quarter thing in the cart is a little weird.
That's been since the 90s. Because when me and my dad used to go, we would have the quarter thing to get it. But now I'm just like, you know what? Let me bring my Nintendo bag or let me bring my tote bag or whatever. Put it in for shopping, and then when I go to the counter, take everything out and do that and everything. Because I'm like, I'm not buying too much at Aldi's, even though, like I said, yeah, you could fill your fridge and your cabinets for no more than $95, depending on what you get and how many people you're feeding. I was just like, yeah, I didn't even spend like 15 that day I called you. I'm like, dude, I didn't even spend like $15. I still had I was like literally under $10. I'm like, oh, so for some bread, bologna and cheese, lettuce, and this little Debbie snack. I mean not little Debbie snack, this Lifesavers, $9.95. Okay. Call it a day.
Yeah. Well, Ed, that's how it goes. Speaking of, you know what I saw the other day while I was there and I haven't had in such a long time and I almost bought it, but then I didn't?
Which one?
I almost bought stuff for grilled cheese.
Ooh.
I haven't had grilled cheese in so long and I've just been like thinking about it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get it, so it doesn't matter.
Uh-oh.
I was just thinking about it. Nothing like a good grilled cheese though, dip it in the tomato soup, swoosh it around, put a little bit of pepper in that tomato soup. Then you get a little bit of that pepper stuck on the bread. Oh, it's so good.
You know what? I don't do the pepper in the tomatoes.
Well, you're fired. Go to bossrush.net/contact to apply for the new hosting.
Wait a minute. No, I'm a Campbell soup guy. And when it came to the tomato soup, my mom will always get Campbell. And I remember just not putting anything in it and just having that grilled cheese. And then when I got to my community college and they was doing grilled cheese and tomato soup, man, that's when I started finding out that the ham or whatever ham that they use in grilled cheese with tomato soup was the best. And it was all for like $5 back in early 2000s when food and meals like that was super affordable. Not the same price as your like filling the gas tank nowadays.
Dude, gas was by the way, speaking of gas, it was so cheap today.
Shoot, ours went down to like $4.29. I'm like, oh, I'll take it.
I mean, it was $3.77 today.
Okay, see, you know what? That's a blessing right there. I know everybody was just like, yep, let me get here and gas up.
Well,
Well, anything else, Corey?
No, nothing decent.
Okay. Well, for me, everybody had a Domino's pizza. The hand tossed ones. No, the pan pizza. I'm sorry. Had that with a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. And then pretty much just like had 20-piece chicken nuggets and stuff. I've been eating late at night because most of my dinner stuff I get caught so much that I don't even get a chance to eat. So like I gotta eat like a couple of ramen noodles and be done with it because I'm getting called from lunch, back and forth. Or I've got to get a whole line down and stuff or fix something. So I don't really get to eat until I literally get home from work. So
Well, whose fault's that?
and then have some chocolate ice cream. Haagen-Dazs.
Mm,
Love that chocolate ice cream.
of course you do.
And then
Is your stomach ever just gonna like melt? Is it ever gonna just fall apart? Or is it
I
just
hope
like
not.
is it just like some archaic boulder
I hope not.
consumption?
I mean, I'm not constantly snacking or eating. I just like I eat when I go to work for dinner.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time, man. I just like to poke fun, man. Just look, I mean, caffeine runs through my veins, so it's fine.
Mhm.
I mean, my my blood is probably the same color as Red Bull, so that's all I'm saying. And then I complain, well, I can't sleep tonight. I wonder why. Probably because I drank a massive Red Bull 9:00
like
at night.
It's fine. And they'd be like, Ed, it's 4 in the morning. I'm just falling asleep. I'm like, Corey, you got to be up in like an hour or two.
Look, man.
But then I get up at 4. Look, I haven't like last week. I went to bed twice, like literally at 4:00 in the morning. I was just like, yeah, I had Red Bull, gave it on Mina, and just like I was just like, well, I don't have to be at work till later. So when I'm like, I can skip the train and just drive to work. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. What I've been snacking on and drinking watermelon Arizonas. We got them in the store now. So I've been drinking some of that. 3 for $2. I'll take.
It's fair.
Yeah. But now I guess everybody it's time for Play with Power.
It is time for Playing with Power.
So for me, I have started out Armari. I am going to return to it this week. I'm going to pretty much probably finish it. Since my backlog bash is almost over, I got until Saturday to play more and get further in that game. If I beat it, I beat it. If I don't, doesn't matter. I move on to the next game. But I have started. I have been playing it, and I also been playing Mina the Hollower. I just got the 5th generator, so I got one more generator to get, and then I could go fight the main boss and beat the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
I haven't touched Grand Theft Auto 5 on Xbox or anything. So I'm hold off to that until because I think starting Sunday is Ori in the Will of the Wisp for Xbox.
Yeah. Well, it's a great game. The war games are great.
Really? Yeah.
So, and the Switch versions are the definitive way to play them because they run at 60 frames a second. So,
yes. And I own the collector's version of both games.
Ed, we have an important question from somebody named Mad Pharmacist. I think we know her. I think we know her. No, I'm just kidding. It's Stephanie. Stephanie asks, ask Ed what his snacks for the direct are.
So I am getting snacks. I'm doing the Twister pulling pills. I'm going to be getting that. I'm probably going to be, and I know this is kind of breakfast time, so I may stop by Dunkin' and get a coffee, probably iced, but it kind of depends. I kind of got to get some honey buns, Little Debbie honey buns. I'm going to get that. Last but not least, I'm probably going to grab a small bag of chips and dip, and everything.
You're really on this chips thing, aren't you?
Dude, I've been eating the round Tostitos, the round Tostitos with the nachos. But I'm going to get the I'm going to get the not guacamole one, but the spinach dip. There's a spinach dip one, and hopefully I could find some saltless pretzels that don't have the salt. Bomb combination. If you get the Tostitos spinach dip, anybody get saltless pretzels. If you like salt pretzels, go right ahead. You can get that. But the saltless pretzels with the spinach dip, my friend introduced it to me to him, and I'm just like, yeah, this is top tier.
Can we talk about pretzels real quick? Can we just talk about how soft pretzels and cheese are the best snack maybe ever, and when you bring it home and try to make them at home, they just suck. You gotta get the partially stale ones from like a baseball or basketball game, or like, you know, the plastic cheese, as the as Molly from Mammoth Club calls it. It's a Disney YouTube channel that I watch. Called Mammoth Club. They go to theme parks, and most of it's Disney, but some of it's Universal. Anyway, it's not important. She calls it plastic cheese. Dude, you got to get that, right?
Look, Aunt Annie's. I don't know. Gee, I have that at Child Mall or whatever shop. But if you see a name that says Aunt Annie's or whatever place sells the soft pretzels with the cheese dip, okay. Yeah, that's the top. I like I would say I do also like the cinnamon pretzels. The nuggets, the cinnamon pretzel nuggets, I like to get when I'm leaving Chicago, from the train station. So,
see, DanZ4571 says nice choice on the spinach dip.
Oh, it's so good.
And then Stephanie says, "Okay, I'm in the real chat now."
Oh yeah,
her icon is still the icon from the Bossies from 2023.
You know what? Shut up, Stephanie. Don't be. I'm not mad at that. Shoot, I still have mine until I had mine for a long time until I changed it to the picture from PAX East this year when I had to do my interview, which I need to try to find and see where it's at. Hopefully it's live and I could post it. Yeah, I was interviewed about Boss Rush, and it was a great interview. So,
man, what a snacks, man! I can't believe this direct is so early tomorrow. And Stephanie just said the same thing in chat. Like, why is it at 10 o'clock in the morning? It's 10 my time, 9 your time, 7 West Coast. It's like, look, I get it because they're doing treehouse stuff afterwards, right? But like, oh my gosh, like, why can't it just be at a normal time? Like,
because it's always been that.
No, here's the thing, Ed. I have a scheduling conflict at 10 o'clock. That's why it's a problem for me, specifically me and no one else. Not the 4.5 million people who subscribe to the Nintendo YouTube channel. Just me. Mario's supposed to be, catering to me.
And it sucks because the thing about it is that when I want to talk to everybody about the direct or watch the direct with somebody, they're at work or doing something.
Look, man, I'm gonna watch it anyway. It's just a podcast recording, and I'm not on this one for work. I'm only producing it, so it's fine, and it's an extra one, so I don't have to edit it right afterwards, which is great. But because I'm going out of town next week. So like I'm recording a ton of stuff in advance, so I don't have to do any work while I'm out of town. Right.
Yes.
So anyways, what were we talking about? Playing with power. Games.
Yes.
We were talking about video games, not food. Gosh, 45 minutes in and we're still talking about food. It's fine.
But hey, look, those are my snack recommendations. Definitely because it's breakfast for you guys. Go ahead and get your favorite breakfast. If you need to go to Starbucks or whatever, go do that. For me, I'm kind of eating some sweets and everything because I'm going to need energy. Definitely doing the recap. My Dunkin' is going to make me, it's coming from my suburban side. So I'm going to be full on ready to go and everything. And if I wake up late and don't get my snacks, then I'll still watch the direct and then grab my snacks, come and write my recap. But those are my plan of snacks and everything. So
The chat is telling us to call out sick.
well, unfortunately, everybody, I can't call out sick because I have to close the store.
I can't call out sick because I'm a department of one. I mean, to be fair, there's other people that can just click record on the thing, but they're not there. They're at an event this week. So, oh shoot, I still have to do the social media for the event. Oh well, it's fine. Whatever, it's fine. Everybody, it's fine. Oh, anyways,
not for me. We don't got that many managers, and one person is getting ready to go on vacation. And so I have to be at work. I have no choice.
yeah. Man, wouldn't it be just nice if we just were like, I don't know, won the lottery or I don't know.
If we won the lottery, take the taxes out first.
Ed,
and then
you know
give
what
me
I
the
need you to
money.
do? I need you to find a sugar daddy that can support both of us.
I told somebody that I was just like, shoot, this sugar daddy's on this in this economy. Shoot, the must are some sweet and lows. That's what the sugar daddy. There's some sweet and low poppers nowadays.
Anyways, what have I been playing?
Yes.
Besides the awful Power Rangers game again. My son's going to go back on these at some point, and like he's going to look back on that Power Rangers game so nostalgically, and he's going to watch these podcasts and he's going to be like, man, I can't believe my dad hated those games. I can't believe he hated that game. But look, I can't stand it. I love the Power Rangers. You know, Ed, you know me. I love the Power Rangers game.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Digital Eclipse. They do a lot of great work. They're doing the Toy Story collection.
Yes.
But no offense, they should stick to making these collections and not new games. And it pains me to say that because look, we know people at Atari, we know people at Digital Eclipse, right? We have a good working relationship with them, right? But man,
this game is just not hitting.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The side-scrolling beat-em-up stuff is perfectly serviceable. It's the other stuff, the auto-running stuff, the motorcycle stuff. It's not working. But obviously, besides the slew of kids games that I got to play, like the Bluey game, not the new one, the broken trash fire one. Lots of Mario Party, lots of Mario Kart, Ed, lots of it. I played some more South of Midnight. I didn't progress very far. I really like that game a lot. Man, I think that's a really cool game. But I spent all my free time this weekend trying to watch and catch up on Summer Game Fest because, we're recording. Last night we recorded Xbox Casuals. Tonight we're recording this. Tomorrow we're recording Direct Recap Show. Wednesday we're recording Boss Rush Podcast, which at that point I might just have you and LaRon do it or something, or somebody and LaRon do it. You're calling off work to do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be there. And then Thursday, I think we're doing we're prepping for our final episodes of Tower Casuals. Because Destiny's ending. And so that was my only mention of Destiny, by the way, guys. I hear you. No Destiny on a Nintendo show. But yeah, I mean, we're prepping some crossovers that people have been asking for a long time, some ones people know about, some surprise ones. A lot of Destiny community wants to be a part of it. So I'm very I'm going to be really sad when that show ends, man. Cuz again, we've talked about it 1,000 times on these shows, but the first Destiny has just been such a big part of my life and content creation and this job and work and just everything, right?
Yeah.
And we really hit that highest of highs when we were in the Destiny trailer a couple years ago, and the fact that it's just ending kind of, I mean, the server slams tomorrow. So, I mean, I'm going to log in for that, right? The server, the Destiny community is doing an unofficial server slam to kind of try to break the servers to send Sony a message to fund Destiny 3 or whatever. But
yeah.
I mean, who knows if it's going to happen, but it'll be fun anyway. But it just feels like there's a lot of things ending this year that were big parts of my life, both professionally and personally. And I don't know. I just thought Destiny was going to be one of those games that was kind of around forever, even if I wasn't playing it. Kind of like Final Fantasy 14 or World of Warcraft or whatever. And so it's. I think that last one's going to hurt a little bit. But yeah. Anyways, no sense in getting emotional about it now. We'll get emotional on the live stream that day, sometime in late July, late August, somewhere in there. But yeah. So speaking of that, though, I did play some Marathon.
Nice.
Season 2.
Yeah,
Marathon Nightfall, which is of course they called it Nightfall. Why would they?
When does it go live? I know
it's live.
Was June 2nd the one? I thought they had a trial week or something.
June 2nd was the launch of season 2, and they made the game free to play for everyone for a week.
Okay. I was wondering if Tuesday, it's the last day and then it goes live that Wednesday or something.
No, it's Marathon Nightfall is live. They added night maps. They added a bunch of new features and weapons and an interesting new mode that's really cool. Marathon is such an amazing video game. I don't care if you're into extraction shooters or not. If you are into first-person shooters at all, literally at all, Marathon is the game you should be playing. Full stop. I'm not even kidding. Everybody loves Call of Duty. Everybody likes, well, not everybody likes Halo, but Halo's still sort of kind of maybe relevant. Rainbow Six Siege is still out there.
Rainbow Six is still popular. It's
but
low key.
I mean, Marathon is it's so mechanically good, man. And flying through the air with the grappling hook and landing on an enemy and stabbing them, and then using the drone to spy on the enemies and mark them so you can sneak around and not get caught by them, and upgrading your kits and your weapons and everything. It is a special game that I feel not a lot of people are experiencing because it's a quote unquote extraction shooter. And that sucks because it is an incredibly well-made video game.
And I know it's on sale now. For because of State of Play that they put it on sale.
Yeah.
So,
Well, if you bought the season pass while it was free to play, they gave you the game.
oh,
They weren't.
nice.
They because they didn't make it explicit that like because the season pass was also on sale the first week. It was $14 instead of $20, and so like people were buying it plus the free to play weekend or free to play week, and they didn't make it clear that you couldn't play it after that, and
Yeah,
so like they just gave it to everybody.
nice.
So, but yeah, marathon is just man. And then after Gears E Day was shown off yesterday, I re-downloaded all the Gears games because in my head I'm like, I'm gonna play them all. Dude, I'm not gonna play them all. But I would like to because Gears is great. Gears is a great
I
series.
If I had to replay them all, definitely I would do 3. I don't know if I want to go back to 2. Them vehicle parts were.
Oh, dude, 2's the best one. What are you talking about? 2's the best one.
2's the one that makes me laugh.
You're the worst. Get out of here.
Well, actually, 2 and 3 makes me laugh in a sense. And you already know what part, so
you're the worst.
don't.
You're the worst.
I'm just speaking my truth.
So I did update Disney Dreamlight Valley. It
Nice.
There's a Hercules event going on right now in the game. I did not
Ooh.
start it up. Man, when I was in between games, I played that game so much that I just like I don't care about this game right now. I just don't. So I turned it off. But I play it. I'm still like kind of in between games. Like I really like Mina, but I'm saving it for the trip. Right.
Okay.
I really like Mina the Hollower. Shout out to Yacht Club for selling what they sell 350,000 units in a week or so, right?
At the first story was 300,000 copies in 3 days. So I don't know if they reported more after that first story.
Yeah. But I mean, look, it's sold relatively well. Plus, like, they're starting to bundle it with other games on Steam now, right? So that's a big deal. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of in between games right now. Plus, like, I really wanted to make sure I watched all of Summer Game Fest this year, and by all of it, I mean the big 3, right? The State of Play and the Xbox Showcase and Summer Game Fest. So, Keely's big beautiful birthday bash, whatever they're calling it these days.
So
his suit was awfully shiny this year, man.
Oh yeah.
Look, I love Jeff, but man, that velvety, shiny, silky looking blazer he had on with the matching shirt, I was like, that's a little too much. Look, I love Jeff. Jeff seems like a matte color, boring kind of color guy that has little, I kind of imagine like he dresses like me, right? Where like the colors I wear are kind of boring, but there's little accents that are colorful and stick out. And, but again, it's not about me, Ed. It's about our friend Jeff. Jeff
Some
Keighley.
suburban blend
with a G.
at times.
With a G. Geoff. Joffrey. Like the giraffe from Toys R Us.
Oh.
Rip.
I know.
Anyways, man, I'm so distracted right now by 100 things.
So yeah. And I had to give that showcase a B. It was good. Now realizing that, of course, the beginning was strong, but then it started. It's not saying that it was losing me close to the end. But it was just like the excitement kind of started wearing down. For instance, like there wasn't no kind of consistency in everything, because I know everybody's talking about Stranger Than Heaven with Tupac being in it, being a big thing.
Tupac, man, and Snoop Dogg on stage, that guy's everywhere.
Shit, they got Tori Kelly. Girl can sing. You talking about vocals, Corey? After we was talking about female vocals, yeah, top tier female vocalist.
Hey, man, I'm, sure. Yeah.
So
Final Fantasy's out. Lego Batman's out. What's going on, man? There's so many games out right now. There's no way you can play all these games, right? Like, all the Dragon Quest games are on sale right now, which I've been meaning to get to.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, man? There's too much. There's too many games. Stop putting games out. Except Star Fox. Star Fox, you can come out. It's fine. I'll play you again.
Right. Nintendo, you could continue putting out your games and stuff.
Anyways. That's what I've been playing, Ed.
All right.
I also played some Splintered Fate, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splintered Fate, because my son wanted to play Ninja Turtles, but not the regular Turtles game, the other Turtles game. So we played that. We got to the third boss on our first run, so that was pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Look, probably could have gotten farther, but I was too busy trying to save him because he's 5. But we got to the third boss, so that was
good.
Cool.
Progress is progress.
Yeah, the game's really cool, man. Like, I don't really care for roguelikes at all. But again, like I said, this feels more like an evolution of the arcade game than just another roguelite. I know it's basically Hades with Ninja Turtles, but I don't care. It's still good. Highly recommend. There's a new DLC out for it too, which is like this game just keeps on putting stuff out. Shout out to Super Evil Megacorp. That's the developer. I knew you didn't know that. That's why I said that.
Nice. I still haven't picked up the game, so.
Well, whose fault's that? Not mine.
Oh, I do know what I need to do.
Do you?
Yes, because Sea of Stars got a Switch 2 version today. Sabotage announced it because they're announcing.
Oh yeah, their final update was recent, right?
Yeah.
And then the free Switch 2 upgrade. Sorry,
today.
I'm filling out the update stuff on the dock right now. So I'm on the Sea of Stars page on Nintendo Life right now, trying to summarize it. So.
Yeah, Sabotage. They did a tweet of it earlier today. So they said that, hey, the Switch 2 version is out and it's a free update. So
I really like that these companies are putting out the free updates for Switch 2 games.
Yes.
Because Vampire Survivors did the same thing. A Switch 2 update also. There's also new DLC.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That game just keeps on giving too.
Yeah, so that's the one that I gotta do. But I don't have any show and tell. I think that whenever the Adventure of Elliot comes out, that'll be the next game that I would have. Because I pre-ordered that one when I purchased Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which I also need to return to and beat.
Yeah, I only want to play the Yoshi game when my son wants to play it. I want to play it, but I promised him I wouldn't play it without him. And I actually really like this one, and it's really hard not to play it without him. So whatever. I mean, I'll get to it eventually. I just he's preventing me, from playing it. He also is really. So let me back up. He really likes the Play Nintendo YouTube channel, the kids YouTube channel Nintendo has, where they have some really annoying kid playing video games with a fake parent because they're all actors and they're not all really related. But he loves that channel and he loves the Mario scavenger hunts and he's obsessed with all the games in the scavenger hunt. So he wanted to play Mario Odyssey because they were talking about Mario Odyssey for some reason. I think they were talking about the Switch 2 free upgrade pack or whatever. And they were doing a scavenger hunt within it. And he's like, oh, I want to play Mario Odyssey, but I just want to be Cappy. I'm like, okay. Does that mean I have to play with you? He's like, yeah, you have to be Mario. I want to be Cappy. I'm like, okay. He's like, let's go find a dinosaur. I'm like, oh my gosh, really have to go find the dinosaur? And and then he like threw the hat at the dinosaur, not realizing that he was going to become the dinosaur. And like, I don't want to be the dinosaur. I'm like, what did you think this game was, guy? I didn't say that out loud, but that's what I was thinking. You can't say that stuff to a 5-year-old, man. They don't know. But in my head, I'm like, you watched this video like 10,000 times and you didn't know the dinosaur turned into, like, you throw the hat on anything and it turns into anything. Like, oh, that kid. He's such a bundle of joy, but he's lucky he's cute and energetic. We'll just say that.
Turns to use, instead of calling your kid the word that starts with a D and ends with a B.
I'm not saying it out loud. I know what you're trying to get me to do. I'm not doing it.
I know. No, I'm not trying. I'm just saying to the listeners who the parents who knows that word.
Hey, man. Parents know. They know. We all know. We all know, Ed. We all know.
I'm not a parent, so.
Well,
Don't say chop chop.
I'm not saying chop chop. You do what you want, man. This world's overpopulated anyway. All right, Ed, did you pick anything?
I just said no. I didn't.
I don't know, man. I'm all over the place right now. I'm trying to wrap up this doc because I've been working on it for literally an hour and a half, and we're still not done with it, and we're an hour into the show. I got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth physically. I didn't open it yet, but it has those magic cards in it. Again, I'm not really into the magic cards, but I feel like if you leave it sealed, that's going to be worth something someday, especially because only the first run is getting the magic cards. Although this feels like a Square Enix thing where they say the first run's going to only get magic cards, and then they're just like, oh, everybody downloaded it because it's a key card, so every copy's getting these dumb cards.
So here it is, like 5 months down the line it's Black Friday at Best Buy, and you order it and you get it, and it's the game key card one with the cards in it. Be like, I knew that. That always happen at Best Buy. No one picks up the collector's edition, and then you order it and get it. And the moment you order it, that's when they like out of stock or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's all I got. Is that all I got? I don't know. I think that's all I got. I'm going to say that's all I got.
All right.
You know me, I'm trying to build up that physical collection again because I got rid of it for a reason, and now I regret that. So
I actually, speaking of, I got to organize my games. Then we'll get into family news. But I got 2 tubs for my Switch games. I got one for my 3rd and Indies that's on physical cartridges, and then I got a 1 tub that's just all Nintendo. And then I got on top of those tubs are my Switch games and collector editions. Actually, no. Yeah, I got a tub for my collector's edition games. Yeah, I got 3 Nintendo tubs. That's right. So
nice.
Like that's how I'm storing my games, because I don't have a bookshelf or anything yet. Don't you dare say you don't have a a desk either, because I know that was going to be the thing.
I didn't say a word. I said zero words, sir. None.
My eyes darted right to you to be like, you're gonna tell me to hurry up and get a desk. I'm like, yeah, I am.
I said 0 words, man. I have one if you want it. It's over here.
Is that the one from Amazon?
No.
Oh no, you shipped that one back.
No, I gave it to my nephew.
Oh.
He uses it, so.
Okay. Well, Corey, how about we get into family news?
Okay. I guess. Yeah, so again, what we're going to do for this is we're going to cut in the Nintendo Direct stuff we're recording tomorrow right here. And then after this, we're going to continue on with Summer Game Fest and the Xbox show and that kind of stuff. So right here is where we're going to cut right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Nintendo Direct recap here on Bossfish Network. I'm your host, and Latte Excited Eddie V. Joining me is the one, the only boss man, Mr. Corey Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Hello. I am not in my normal position.
Yes. Corey, this Direct, Nintendo did not play. They did not come to play. They meant business. They're like, oh, everybody got their showcase. Everybody delivered you some great games this year and next year. We about to deliver y'all something top tier. Yes.
It was very good. It was very good. I mean, look, there's a lot of ports, yes, but a lot of new announcements, a lot of great announcements, a lot of expected and unexpected things. So I don't know. I thought it was really solid Direct. I'm excited for a lot of things. I'm glad I waited for my Xenoblade the playthrough, but it's obviously the treehouse is going on right now. We're recording this right after the Direct, which is why if you're watching the video, I'm in a different location because I'm in my office at work working. And I might sound different because I'm using a different microphone, but I thought there was a lot of great stuff here, and I'm excited for a lot of it. So,
Fire Emblem Fortress Weave.
Yep, that looks good.
We need the collector's edition. Like, we cannot play around.
Yeah, is that up for pre-order yet? Because
not yet.
That's going to sell out in like 5 seconds, and I want to.
Yes, and I want to be on it because I need my copy. I need my fire. Yeah. So, but just to give you guys a heads up, the recap won't be up for a bit due to time constraints, but I will have it all together with the details. But we are going to go through the games. Yes, the written recap.
This I'm editing this as soon as we're done here. So if you're listening to the audio version or watching the video version of Nintendo Pow Block, this will be a part of that as well, but I'm also going to cut this out as a separate video for the Direct recap because I know some people just want the Direct recap. So that way it's just, I don't have to reprocess the videos. I don't have to do multiple audio things. It's just from a production standpoint and the time that, that I have, the limited time that I have, it's just easier to do that. And I know that's kind of inconvenient for some people, but you'll get over it. It's fine.
Yes. And Corey, you were right. Metaphor with Fantasio.
Told you. You. Nobody believes me. Nobody believes Corey until it happens. And like, whoa, you're right. I don't know why I did a goofy voice, but I did.
Well, should we get into it? You guys probably might see my hair go up and down. It's because of the fact that I have all the games on my phone that I've written. I was just trying to really type and get everything. So Rhythm Heaven Groove is coming out July 2nd. They showed some gameplay of it. Great music for it. Any thoughts about that, Corey?
I mean, I'm shocked they led with that, but sure.
But it was a good way to open up the show.
I just feel like not a lot of people know about it, so like maybe you want to get that in front of people's. If you want to get that in front of people to know that it's coming, because like I mean, I don't. We're so involved in the Nintendo ecosystem, and I don't care about Rhythm Heaven like at all, and So what does that say about the generic kind of the normie gamer who goes into Walmart to pick out a game once every 6 months, right? Like, so they want to get that in front of people.
But it's kind of smart of them to do it because now we have Star Fox hitting on the 25th, Rhythm Heaven Groove that following week, and then I think 2 weeks later, Splatoon Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, it gives them a game to put in between stuff, right? It gives them they like to hit that cadence of every 4 to 8 weeks they have something to put out. And so, especially when there's smaller titles lined up, like Star Fox, as excited as we are, like that's still like a smaller title. Splatoon Raiders is still a smaller title, especially when you look at the price tags on them. Like Nintendo's even considering them smaller titles. So like to have a few smaller titles kind of hit in a row right before Fire Emblem in September, like that's good for them. So.
Yeah. And because I think in case if they don't have nothing for August, they at least got because of the 2 games, one of them is kind of like making up for August. So you'll still have a lot of play in order to go into September, which is
when does Nintendo Switch Sports come out? Isn't that the August game? Is that not the August game? Did they not put a date on that?
I don't think they
put
October. A date on it.
October,
yeah.
Okay. So that's their October game. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, but still, there's like a lot of things. And I bet that the other because Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Switch 2 edition is available today, right? Like that upgrade path digitally.
I think so.
That's what Nintendo Life says. So, I wonder if they'll hit those kind of missing months with those upgrades, right? Like Xenoblade 2 or 3 will hit there or something.
Yeah. They're doing the digital physical thing also for Xenoblade, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
I didn't get those dates because everything was moving so fast. So,
yeah, no, I mean, dude, this direct was, it was what, 8 minutes, and there was so much in here.
Like 50 something. Yeah.
Plus that Final Fantasy 2D HD game, and they announced earlier today that Final Fantasy 10 is getting Switch 2 versions.
This month. The X2 HD is coming this month. So,
yeah.
We have Onimusha, Way of the Sword, September 25th, and Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Horizon, October 9th. So Capcom is hitting, literally going back for all the games that they kind of released for Xbox and PlayStation, now releasing for Switch, because we got Monster Hunter Wilds, now we got Onimusha, and now we got Dragon's Dogma 2. So they are caught up in a sense. So everything from that generation is now coming to Switch 2. Games look good. I knew Onimusha, I think we were just waiting for them if they was going to ever announce it.
So Monster Hunter Wilds, Onimusha, and Dragon's Dogma are now all officially confirmed, and Code Veronica, right? So
yes.
I mean, the only things missing now are like the Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remakes, which I'm sure they'll release those in some sort of package either around or before the Code Veronica remake hits.
Yeah.
Kind of like they did with 9 this year. So.
Or I think it would be good
or
Halloween.
Like even around then, right? Because like there's 3 of those. So if you want to release those as like a trilogy pack and Code Veronica comes out in February or something, like.
Yes.
I mean, it could even fit. Yeah, no, Halloween's probably good. Although you're going to want to maybe. Never mind. No, I mean, look, GTA 6 isn't coming to Switch, and like that audience is so different that like maybe if you want to put something out there that's not going to affect your sales around GTA, maybe that's what you do with it.
Well, you may be right. They could release them next year with Veronica or sometime because
but I was just thinking because 7 and 8 it's only 2 games, right? And so that would complete a quote unquote trilogy box set. Whereas this is 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake, separate ways, and then Veronica, right? There's a lot going on, and then they added content to Code Veronica for this release, so like that expands that game. So maybe you just want to space them out a little bit. Maybe you put 2 and 3 together. Maybe you put 4 Gold Edition together, and then maybe you put Veronica in there.
Yeah, because you got the Requiem DLC also that's supposed to be coming. I think sometime this year. So if that, and then I think the Amiibos or something special is releasing this month or next month for Resident Evil 9. I think the controller or something, or the controller might be out. I know they're supposed to be doing for something for Switch this summer for Resident Evil 9.
The Amiibo are coming out this summer.
Okay. Then yeah.
So I wonder if we'll get that DLC around the time of the Amiibo or soon after or something. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot here. I think that Nintendo has a stacked lineup for the rest of the year, especially with Ocarina coming back, right? Which is the worst kept secret. And then, the one thing we didn't touch on, which is kind of the first or the second 2027 game that we know of, is Xenoblade Genesis. So that's a new RPG, right? That's not a Xenoblade Warriors game. It's which we heard about at one point, but
it's the new line in the Xenoblade series. So just to let everybody know, so there's Xenogears, Xenosaga, Xenoblade, and now Xenoblade Genesis. Xenoblade X also. Xenoblade Chronicles. Well, I should say Chronicles.
Well,
X,
there's
Genesis.
Gears, Saga, Chronicles, right? And so this is Xenoblade Genesis. Which I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by it. Now that Xenoblade Chronicles is out today, right? Like this is a good time. I mean, and I'm going out of town. I had plans on playing Mina the Hollower, which I still might be a good 1-2 punch of games, but maybe this is when I start Xenoblade, is on this road trip. So
So a real big one though was Stellar Blade coming out sometime this year. Now this is going to be published by Shift Up. I'm assuming the day that the Switch 2 version comes out, I have a feeling Xbox will be getting that version also.
Yeah, I mean that's usually how it goes, right? I mean, for the multi-plat, it really feels like Nintendo is getting the multi-plat or the multi-platform announcements, and then it'll just show up on Xbox somewhere.
So that was really big. Orbital's September 3rd is its release date. They just show more of that. Rayman Legends Untold October 1st. They showed more gameplay. They did NC Hammers. Can't touch this, but the one guy said, "Don't touch this." It sounded really good. There's new 4 musical levels. Big Walk is August 4th, which is like this 4-player duck looking kind of casual walking game with multiplayer. One Piece Grand Gourmet is like a Overcooked kind of restaurant management game, 16-bit. Pokemon Pokepia is going to get a free software update. Under the Sea, and then that's the name of it. And then that's for August 2026, but they also are getting an expansion pass, be broken into 3 parts. 2 of them are coming this year, and the last one is coming next year. So there's more to that. And then we get into Fire Emblem Fortress B, September 17th. They introduce 4 new characters, like the main characters. You'll be able to choose between the 4 for your campaign that you want to go through, and then they show the collector's edition, which would be the game, some cards, some artwork, and a book, a full book. I believe the game is I don't think the game is available for pre-order yet, or the collector's edition, or the Dan Dan collection. That's what they're calling it. But when they put out that collection, I'm like, ooh, the music, Corey, I need that soundtrack.
Mhm.
That music in the trailer was very top tier. I'm like, ooh, yes.
Yeah. It was definitely really, that whole trailer, that whole thing was really something.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just really excited for a lot of the stuff that's happening, and uh, this direct showed a lot of things that I am very excited for.
uh, any thoughts on any of the games that I mentioned, or
I mean, we could probably just go down the list of games. I
okay?
think, I mean, like I say every time we do one of these things, if there's, two or three things that I'm excited for, I consider it a win. If there's more, then I consider it a great direct. Because Nintendo makes these directly for me, and so I mean, obviously, like, I'll play the Ocarina remake. I'm excited for the Xenoblade stuff, all of it. I'm
Yes.
excited for Fire Emblem to see more of that. Uh, and the Capcom stuff, I will play here. The Final Fantasy stuff, I'll play here. Kingdom Hearts, I will definitely be, chalking up a pretty penny for those. Did
Mhm.
they say if Kingdom Hearts was getting a physical copy? They're probably gonna be key cards, aren't they?
Um, not at this time. Right now, looking at my notes, uh, they make it physical. What they just say is that the collection is coming to Switch 2 on October 8th.
Mhm.
Um, and if you own the cloud versions of those collections, um, they become like materialized as digital editions
Mm.
on the Switch 2. So there is a possibility that you will be able to get a physical later on this year. But they haven't said much about that.
Okay. Yeah,
So
because I
and
I, wa- I want to make sure I get these on Switch, because these are the games I've been waiting for. And
yeah,
the fact that
so
we saw Kingdom Hearts 4 gameplay was really cool.
yes.
Sora's shoes keep getting smaller every game. He's finally
Yes.
growing into them big dumb feet.
So, but before we continue on, Ninjala 2, the Uncharted Planet, is spring 2027. Ninjala 2 was kind of like this multiplayer
Splatoon ripoff game that
splits.
everybody was complaining
Yeah.
about.
So now they turn it to single player slash multiplayer co-op action adventure game. They talk more about the DK challenge. There'll be challenges from June 9th of today to September 1st. Different games on the NSO and on Bonanza that you could do. Also, Bonanza DLCs and Mario is getting a collab. So, uh, that's kind of cool. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon is a multiplayer kind of game where you and 9 other people battle each other and vampire survivor style game. They're also the ones who make that game is developing it. And you fight to become number one. Lords of the Fallen 2 is coming fall 2026. So I believe it's coming with the other versions also. Um, Liza P. Complete Edition. The digital is coming August 6th. October 2nd is going to be the physical. So it's going to be all the DLC, then the full game. That's just going to make more money for that game because people are going to be buying it. There's a lot of love for Liza P.
Mhm.
DMC 5 Devil Hunter Edition is coming June 23rd. So that is, I think it was rumored, but now it's confirmed that DMC 5.
Mhm.
I lost my mind at this other one. I'm super hyped. Muramasa Relevant Blade is
Mhm.
coming.
Man,
I love that game.
that makes me want uh the first one to come over.
Yes.
Like, I'm shocked they didn't announce like the first one was available today or something. You know?
I would have bought it. Oh, you already know that what I'm buying. once I seen it goes live.
Yeah, I can't believe
today.
I can't believe that it didn't, like, they didn't say anything about that.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Xenoblade 1 to 3 Switch 2 editions coming up throughout this year. Xenoblade Genesis next year. Nintendo Sports Resort is coming October 22nd, and then they show 12 games and introduce the Dun Wrestling game. RuneScape Dragons WoW is also coming to Switch 2 September 15th. So it's going to be hitting all platforms. That's very cool. Hello Kitty Party Land October 29th, which is going to be a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Star Fox June 25th. We are getting a free demo today. So you'll be able to play a training level and one of the levels that is within the game. Final Fantasy Resonance is October 22nd. So this is the HD 2D game. I feel like it's a remake though, of a mobile game, I think.
No, that was something different.
Okay.
Well, yeah, there are two Final Fantasy mobile games that look like this, but it's not them.
Okay.
It's not like when they rebranded Octopath Traveler 0 from that mobile game.
Oh wow!
I mean, you knew that, right? Like Octopath 0 is the mobile game. They just rebranded it and reworked the monetization stuff.
Yeah, but at first, everybody thought it was a new game, but didn't even realize it was a remake of the mobile. Oh,
there's a ghost in here. It's fine.
He's excited. The ghost is excited. So Piku Niku 2 is coming 2027. Dragon Quest Monsters The Wither World is December 3rd. We got to see more gameplay in this one because when Dragon Quest did their kind of announcement about 12 in this game, we didn't see much of it. So Nintendo had the exclusive first look and gameplay trailer for it. The Dust Bloods, they let us know that a closed network test is coming this year for summer 2026. Splatoon Raiders is getting a direct June 30th, with the game releasing July 23rd. And they're also doing new Joy-Cons and other things.
Those Joy-Cons are great. The thing that bothers me about the Joy-Cons, though, is that they're doing these cool colors, but they're on the inside. So, like, does it really matter?
Yeah.
You know? And like, I wish they would just do a white pair of like the black outside and then the white on the inside and on the sticks, so it matches the Pro Controller. Like, that's what I'm waiting on. I like if they were doing the Joy-Cons the same way they were doing the Switch 1, right? I just realized that my camera is here and you're over here on my wide monitor setup here. But like, the colors don't matter to me as much on the Switch 2 because they're not showing the colors, you know?
Right.
And that, I don't want to say it bothers me, but it kind of does bother me. Like, if you're going to go through all this work to make different color Joy-Cons, like, do it. You know, like, right. I understand you want it to look like
Joy-Con itself.
I understand you want it to be a sexier device, but you can do both. You know, for the people who want just the matte black kind of look to it, the kind of plain, simple, sexy looking device, you can have that. And if you want the colored Joy-Cons, you can have that. Like, it's the same thing with like the OLED when it came out. You could either get this sleek white looking one, or you can get the neon ones and be colorful and fun and personalize it. And yeah, there's some weird stuff going on outside. My window to my office is like, it looks right out to the main road, and there's a 4-way intersection out there, and it's very distracting when vehicles drive by. I open my window because there's tape on my window. Why is there tape on my window outside? I don't know. Whatever. It's not important. I'm very distracted. I never. This is the first time I've recorded anything at work. So,
yes. So yeah, Deltarune is coming with Chapter 5, June 24th. Metaphor ReFantazio is dropping November 12th. Minecraft Switch 2 edition is coming sometime this year. And then they went into a montage. So I didn't get all the days, but I did get the games. Atelier Carnus is coming. Space Marine 2, which I bought
That's
on
a big one.
Xbox. Yeah, it is. Warhammer. Yeah. Observer is coming. DayZ, Metal Gear Solid Volume 2. Rise of the Tomb Raider is dropping
Today.
live
It's right
today.
now. So yeah, I usually bring my Switch 2 to work with me just to have it, because
Yes.
in case I get a break, which I never do, but in case I do, like, to play it. And I didn't bring it today, and I would have just totally bought it. But I didn't. I did not.
Yeah. When I seen it, I was just like, yes. At this time, I don't know if it's live to purchase or anything.
Well, it will be by the time this gets up, I'm sure.
Okay. Tales of Eternia, remaster, SnowRunner, Fitness Boxing 3, Everbloom, Final Fantasy 14 Online, Kingdom Hearts Collection, that we mentioned, and then they showed another Kingdom Hearts Collection 4, and then they ended the direct with The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time remake,
Yeah.
2026.
They it started out with like the Wind Waker kind of, it looked like a mix between like the Wind Waker / Link Between Worlds kind of tapestry look to it almost.
Yes.
But obviously when they showed the iconic opening of Link sleeping and he gets the Triforce on his hand and Navi finds him, right? Like that's clearly it looks like an Unreal Engine 5 game. I don't know what engine it's in, but it looks like, all those demos online where you're like, Ocarina of Time and Unreal Engine 5, this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
But I wonder how this is gonna like really resonate with people. I know people love this game. This game deserves something just because of its place in history, right? It almost deserves that level of Final Fantasy VII remake praise. Not that it needs split up into 2 or 3 parts, right? But like more of like it deserves all of the care and polish. And I also think it's a fitting title for the 40th anniversary, even though it is the 20th anniversary of Twilight Princess, everybody. That was another thing I was surprised at, by the way. No new NSO title drops.
I think those are coming later on this year.
Or maybe they'll drop them during Treehouse, because Treehouse is going on right now.
That is true.
I think they were demoing Star Fox and Splatoon, but
when we started, yes.
Yeah.
But at this time, I don't know what game that they're on.
They're doing Splatoon right now.
Okay.
I do want to mention though, Star Fox demo today and tutorial mission.
Yeah, that I mentioned.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Duskbloods they showed. I'm trying to run down this. Nintendo Life does such a great job of organizing stuff, and I'm just trying to go down the list of the news of the announcements and see if we missed anything. Bloober Team's Observer whatever edition is coming, which
it's like I guess a remaster edition or something.
Yeah, I mean it's probably like an up-resed, up-done version, but
yeah, I gotta scrub through the direct again and for the descriptions and stuff.
I know it sounds like we're not as put together as we usually are, but we are literally recording this right after the direct. So like it's 11:43 right now, and we've been recording for 30 minutes. So, yeah, I think this is great. I think the direct was awesome. I'm very excited for a lot of things here. I'm very excited for even the stuff that wasn't announced at the direct, but at other things. Like this has been This has probably been the best summer for game announcements in a long time, I would say.
Yes.
Like a long time. I'm not saying previous years were bad or anything, but like this is definitely, if you look at the cohesive of like the 4 main presentations, I mean, even if you go into like day of the devs and everything, like everything was, I would say everything was an A. I really loved every presentation. I mean, Jeff Keighley's was the worst one, and it was still great, you know. And by worst, I mean like, oh, it was a B plus instead of A. You know, like
Yeah.
it was. I was actually really floored by everything, and that's exciting. I think that's good for the future of games. I think that's good for this year in games. Like, there are a lot of games coming out this year, Ed. There are a lot of games fighting for people's time, a lot of games fighting for people's attention. I think Xbox is, you know, going to alleviate a lot of that pain for some people because of Game Pass.
Yeah.
You know, Sony has Wolverine. I mean, they don't have a lot of first party stuff, but they have a lot of, you know, kind of console exclusives that people are looking forward to. And you know, a lot of these third party games on Switch I'm looking forward to, like Stellar Blade, and you know, I'll probably see if Monster Hunter Wilds melts my Switch 2 at some point. It melted my Xbox at one point. Why not this? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there are a couple things that stood out to me that weren't at the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
No Konami, except for the Metal Gear collection, which surprised me. I mean, I guess Castlevania sort of kind of was in the montage or whatever, but like,
no, Castlevania wasn't.
Well, it wasn't. Okay, yeah.
No.
But no Konami, with like no Silent Hill, anything. You know, nothing like that. No Metal Gear Solid Delta remake, whatever, which surprised me. I'm a little bit surprised, Ed, that there's nothing like that here. I know
think
Konami's kind of in bed with PlayStation right now, but like, it still kind of surprised me that we didn't see at least the Silent Hill collection or a Silent Hill 2 remake, because Townfall just got announced, and it's, you know, Silent Hill 2 is already out on Xbox and other platforms. So, yeah,
I think because there's only one Silent Hill game for Nintendo from Konami that was on the Wii. I think Konami is just trying to be strategic with the Silent Hill games. If they do decide to bring it to Switch 2, I think there's a way that they're trying. I think what I'm trying to say is I think there's a way they're trying to figure out, like, how do we present it in that way? Like, do we bring some of our past Silent Hill games to Switch 2, and are we even ready to make that jump to bring the Silent Hill franchise to it? You know, it just like the Yakuza game, that one game didn't sell well, so they stopped for a decade or so, not bringing the Yakuza games. Now they're kind of bringing them there. Which also Sega didn't really have a place in this one also.
Well, they had Metaphor, right? I mean, that was,
yeah,
and we know Crazy Taxi's coming, which was announced at the Xbox thing. I do think Sega's more strategic in where they place things, but I also know that they have that good relationship with Xbox.
Yes.
And I think they want to keep that going. And then any ports they'll show at Nintendo Directs. I am a little surprised we didn't see Persona 4 Revival, but if you're putting Metaphor out on Switch 2 this year, you're not going to put a similar, like, you're pretty much cannibalizing your audience at that point. So I would imagine 4 Revival would get announced later this year for maybe a spring 2027 for Switch 2, because I do think they want Persona 6 to come out day and date on the Switch 2, right?
It's I think
especially
with Atlas.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think with Atlas, Because you know how I complain that sometimes they'll announce something and then if the Switch version gets announced, it always get delayed. It get the last of it. I
Mhm.
think what they're doing with Revival, because Switch 2 wasn't out yet when Metaphor came out, I believe.
You're right. Yeah. Switch
Yeah.
2 was not
So
out. They didn't even announce it yet.
right. So I think they were probably working on the port version of it
Well,
for Switch 2.
they also put 3 out, a 3 Reload last year on Switch 2, right?
Yeah.
So that was the big game last year. My thing is I think they're going to put them out. They're going to put one of those RPGs out a year on Switch.
Yeah.
And so like, okay, yeah, Persona 3 Reload was, a year or some change late, right, on Switch 2. Now this year's Metaphor, next year will be,
I think
Persona 4.
Persona 4 Revival, yeah.
The only other thing too I want to say is like I actually wouldn't be surprised if Persona 4 Revival didn't come out to Switch 2 for the simple fact that 4 just came out on Switch 1 a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And
It's a delay tactic with Atlas
Mhm.
that we are gonna get
and
it, but it's gonna be later on down the
and
line, which I
I
think a lot of
wonder
us are fine.
and like I wonder if the priority would be to get 6 up and running on Switch 2 I bet that that's their priority, honestly. Um
Mhm.
I mean, again, I wouldn't be surprised if it did land on Switch in the spring, or Switch 2, whatever. Uh, but again, I wonder if their priority is getting 6 running on the Switch 2 because of how popular it is in Japan specifically.
That has become the question, with it. I know we kinda talked a little bit about it on Pow Block, um, but definitely with Sega and Xbox, having that first announcement that the title has been announced and not PlayStation, um, I it's going to be very weird how they play this off because I think Xbox is probably gonna make Persona 6 big here in America, like marketing wise to be like, hey, play it on our platform.
Yeah, well, it's
Um,
also coming to Game Pass too. I wonder what they paid for
yeah,
that. I wonder what they paid for that to get that on
yeah.
Game Pass.
So, I think they're trying to get people to, sign up and subscribe and be on that platform to play. But I think RPG players who haven't switched to what I think they're ready to double dip. But I think I agree with you. I think we'll get it later. I
Mhm.
don't think we'll get it day and day. Um, it's very iffy if Atlas is thinking of America first before Japan or even worldwide. It's
I mean,
Persona 6 is
I
like
think
very
they're
weird.
I think they're starting to realize that having that worldwide release is important. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously Persona 5 wasn't, but look how much more popular it became since 5 came out, right? Persona is
Yes.
huge now. Like it's bigger than Final Fantasy and people don't realize that, but it is, you know, sales wise and popularity wise. So, uh, I think they're looking at that and say, okay, we need to figure this out and we need to, get it at a worldwide release and we need to make sure it's on the platforms that make sense. And I
Mhm.
think Switch makes sense, especially if that PlayStation handheld doesn't come out next year, which who knows what's going on anymore. But uh, yeah. Anyways, I think this this direct was so good. I'm gonna rewatch it when we're done here, actually, just to soak it in
Mhm.
a little bit more.
Yeah,
So
like I gotta get, like I said, the recap and everything there, and I know they just have so much info with it, but I'm still gonna just like I think just write a little blurb and not say everything because if they watch the trailer, if the stuff will explain itself and
mhm,
everything.
yeah,
But yeah, everybody, that was the Nintendo Direct for June 2026. Like Nintendo did not come to play. They meant business. I think what I love about this, Corey, is that they did focus on 2026
Mhm.
what we'll be getting in the fall, and then maybe a little bit in the holiday,
Mhm.
with a little bit of 2027. So that
That's
let us know.
usually what they do though, right? They
Mhm.
usually like they'll focus on the rest of the year and they'll tease one or two things for early or mid next year, right? Like
Yeah.
the tease is obviously Xenoblade now, right? Like that's what we're looking forward to next year with Pokemon.
Mhm.
Um, so you already have two major RPGs next year, which is great for
Yes.
them. Uh,
On top of Pokemon Winds and Wave.
that's what I'm
So we
saying.
at
That's what I'm
least.
saying. You have
Oh,
Xenoblade Genesis and Pokemon Winds and
oh,
Wave
Pokemon.
next year. Like that's
Okay.
you have two major RPGs next year.
'Cause I was thinking of Pokepedia with the
Oh,
DLC and stuff.
um,
Um,
yeah, man,
yeah, to
it's great. I'm so. I mean, we have the year is out. Like right now, we know it's coming, and that's great. And that,
mhm.
we know that Spyro is coming from Xbox to Switch 2. We know a lot of the stuff that was announced there is coming. We know a lot of the stuff that's from the State of Play that's coming that we talked about a week or two ago. So it's it's awesome. I'm so excited for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Final
Yeah.
Fantasy Revelation also. Um, so yeah, there's a lot coming, and I'm here for it, man. Let's go. Let's bring it
Yeah.
all. Bring it all in. My wallet is sad, but my heart is happy.
Yeah. And I think this allows us to hopefully Nintendo would do a winter Nintendo Direct so we could see peek into what do you guys have planned for next year beyond Xenoblade and
hmm
Pokemon.
I imagine we'll get one somewhere between September and the Game Awards. I would imagine we get one,
Yeah.
but
Because I think the next Direct is time for Mario.
you think we're gonna get a new 3D Mario soon?
I think so. It's the 40th anniversary
Y-
this year. And
Yeah, but they
so
already said that the movie was the big pinnacle of the 40th.
I know that that is true. Um, but they gotta announce a game this year. They cannot go the 40th, definitely with Mario,
I
and
guess
not announce something.
I guess that was they didn't announce any Mario thing today, did they? There was no
No,
Mario here.
no, there's no Mario. Zelda's the only one, but no Mario. Metroid, we know because of four, Prime Four, and stuff. So, but yeah, there
Man,
really is a nothing.
that surprises me. Like no Mario Party or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we did get Mario Tennis Fever earlier this year, so there is a Mario
Hmm.
product technically, but like not even like Switch 2 versions of like Mario and Luigi Brothership or any weird spinoff that hasn't gotten one yet, right? Like,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm that surprises me a little bit actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
um, and probably by the time because like 30 more minutes of the treehouse one, they may announce something. They sometimes the treehouse likes to be sneaky, announce something, and we'll just catch the news and talk about it next time. Um, but yeah, it's I didn't even get to count how many games was announced in this direct, but they
no
they
Elden Ring
hit a
either though.
rivalry.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think you need to show Elden Ring, but and they did show the Duskbloods. I'm just surprised they didn't show those together, right? That seems kind of like a 1-2
I
punch.
I think it's because they put that announcement out for the date,
Oh
for
yeah,
the
that's
Charters
they.
edition.
You're right. They did do that. I forgot
So
they
I
did do
think
that.
so I think because they did that, they was just like, "Hey, it's not in the direct, but let's get it out." I think that's probably the same thing with Final Fantasy X. Just like let's announce the date of the direct, and then because it's not going to be in the showcase,
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's true.
and everything. So, um, yeah, but that's the Nintendo Direct. Like I said, I gave it an A plus. What about you, Corey?
I mean, it was definitely an A for me. I think there was definitely something here for everyone. I think there's a lot here to
Hmm.
be excited for. Um, I don't. really know if I have any nitpicks. I mean, I know what I wanted to see, but we're not going to see that if Ocarina's here. So there's no point. We did get a Zelda product, which is still following their timeline of wanting a Zelda thing out every year, which is great. You think Grezzo's doing it? You think Grezzo's the team behind this? It's got to be, right? It's got to be, right?
It has to be, because Anuma and them, Anuma and the team, I think they should be back from vacation stuff. I think they're figuring out the next mainline Zelda game.
Well, I hope so, because it's been 3 years since Tears of the Kingdom. I hope it's coming out.
Yeah. But I think it's in the fact that they're designing it, getting a trailer ready, hopefully for sometime next year. Like that is the going to be the game that's going to be like, okay, do we put this in Unreal Engine 5, or do we still use our engine and use Monolith Soft?
They're using their internal engine for sure, but
okay,
it's just, what do you want it to be? What kind of, do you want it to be Tears of the Kingdom-esque, or do you want it to be something new and exciting and different? And because I still think like the stuff you can do in Tears of the Kingdom will be there, like those mechanics and everything, the building and the different weapons and stuff like that. But the art style and the direction and the story will all be different, which will be, I don't know, good and bad, I guess. I'm going to be sad because I love these versions of Zelda and Link. Like, I really do. But it's probably time for something different in that universe, right? Like, we've gotten, 5 games in that universe at this point? So...
Yes,
Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Age of Imprisonment, Age of Calamity, which technically alternate timeline, whatever. But and then the I guess Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition did have them in it, so I don't know, maybe 4 games in this timeline, but
yeah, because I believe it's supposed to be Calamity first, Breath, Imprisonment, and then Tears.
Yeah, if you want to count that to the timeline, right? Like the so yeah. Anyways,
but knowing Anuma and the team, they could always switch and be like, okay, let's try this world one more time. What can we do?
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But everybody, that's going to be it for this Nintendo Direct recap. I am super excited for the games that are coming out. We're going to have a packed fall in winter. Definitely a packed fall. So you have choices that's out there to buy. I did mention this in our Discord chat in the writers. I was just like, they're going to sell so many games and so many systems, even with this price change happening. Definitely in September. Oh, they're going to sell. They are going to sell.
With Fire Emblem and Zelda on the way, like Ocarina of Time, like those 2 alone will keep them afloat for a long time, right? I really feel that way. So,
and then with the price change for the bundle that's happening with the Mario Kart and stuff, like people could hop on it now, so that when those games drop, they could pick them up.
Yeah. So plus, like with Pokopia, right? Like that game has seemingly done what Animal Crossing was doing, right? And I don't know. I think Nintendo's in a lot better position than people want to give them credit for.
Exactly.
I mean, it's outselling the Switch 1 or like by a large margin still. And they clearly are not slowing down. And Ocarina of Time is going to pull so many people in. That remake's going to pull so many people in.
We're going to get a direct. We have to get a direct. Like, there's no ands, it's a bust about it.
Yeah.
But because I'm just like, what do you? That's expansion pass. Because I was going to ask, what do you fix in this remaster that needs to be fixed? Because I really don't know unless I go through the full game again.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna find out, huh?
Yes. So, well, with that, everybody, have a great week. Have a great weekend. If you're watching this, in our podcast, Corey, you can take it away with Femi News.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this now, have a great week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time on Into the Pow Block.
Goodbye. On
All
with
right.
the main show. Beep, bop,
Yes.
boop. Wipe. Wow, Ed, I can't believe they announced a Nintendo Switch 3. That was amazing. The 3 with a DS screen on it. Now you can play, it's as big, you can put your Wii U discs in it, I hear. That's amazing.
A new OLED. Oh goodness. And oh wow.
Man.
Dude, a new
Halo's
OLED,
coming to Switch 3.
GameCube
What?
games. all those GameCube games that's coming.
They're putting Switch 1 on NSO. Oh man. Good times. Just kidding. We don't really know what happened yet. But I'm sure the Direct was great. Good to great.
Dude, they put the N64 DD from on Japan only on it. So now everybody gets to play the special edition of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. We'll see. We shall see. But let's talk about obviously Summer Game Fest. Let's talk about the Switch 1 and 2 games that were announced there.
Yes.
So the biggest thing I think for a lot of people here, Capcom made a big showing with Resident Evil Veronica, the remake of Code Veronica. It is in fact coming to Nintendo Switch 2 as well as the other platforms. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
First person, it looks like, which surprised me a little bit. But also I've never played Code Veronica. I just know like I've seen it. I've seen playthroughs of it. Never played the original. I know it's like one of the hardest ones. I know that it's definitely the fixed camera angles, tank controls, that sort of thing. But like, I don't know. Is this in first person? Is this going to be in first person, or is it going to be like 9 where you can kind of swap between them? I kind of feel like they're going to go the swap between route from now on.
Yeah, I think it's going to be both of them because of Requiem. I think they're gonna do it like that with this one. I can say I hope they fix the inventory, that you don't run out of bullets and stuff like that, because I played Code Veronica on Dreamcast because it was exclusive to Dreamcast before it came to PlayStation 2 and then every other place. So this was a Dreamcast exclusive, and I couldn't even get to the mansion because I ran out of bullets because the zombies were blocking stuff that I needed to get into places, and so I just couldn't do anything. The resource management was terrible in that game.
Well, plus there was that part where you could like permanently get stuck and you had to restart because they didn't play test it correctly, apparently. Or like they rushed it out because it was, for those who don't know, it was a Dreamcast game, right? But it's technically Resident Evil 2 and 3 take place at the same time, right?
Yes.
3 is technically story-wise the spin-off game, and Veronica is the one that advances the story forward. But
yes,
the way they signed their deal with PlayStation was they had to have 3 numbered games on the PlayStation 1, right? And that's why Nemesis was 3 and Code Veronica was not a numbered game.
Because after Veronica came out, Nemesis did come to Dreamcast because that's where I played Nemesis at and beat it.
but then they put out Code Veronica X on PlayStation 2, I think, right? And GameCube, and now we're here. They're all remade now.
Code Veronica X, Code Veronica X is only on PlayStation. Nintendo only ones.
There was
that
Code
Nintendo
Veronica X was on GameCube because I had them all for GameCube at one point.
I don't remember seeing it on GameCube.
Yeah, they were all on GameCube
because they got the if you still have it, dude, that is a treasure, because I remember that GameCube got Resident Evil 4 and then Resident Evil Remake, the first one. I don't remember Code Veronica ever coming to GameCube. I knew it came to PlayStation 2 at the time, but I don't remember Code Veronica, because I would have had it, and it may have been my like GameStop or like real game places, but I've never seen it on GameCube.
You can buy a GameCube copy on Amazon right now for $317.93 open box.
Open box.
You can buy a PS3 digital code for $9.99. Currently unavailable, though, it says. Your digital code is currently unavailable.
Unavailable. But I'll
That's
take
so
the $10
silly.
plus.
Oh my gosh.
Because like for Nintendo, for Resident Evil 2 came out in 64. Remake and 4 came out for GameCube.
So did 0.
I guess Code Veronica now.
I mean, 0 through 4 were all on GameCube. 2 and 3 came out on GameCube also. They had GameCube ports. I had them. I had the whole series on GameCube because I wanted them all on the same box. And when Resident Evil Remake was only announced for GameCube and Resident Evil 4 was only announced for GameCube, I was like, oh. But then they're like, oh, by the way, 2, 3, and Code Veronica X are coming to GameCube too. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just get them there.
Where did I think Capcom had to have it in selected stores? Because I've never seen them in any of my stores here in Illinois. Wow. Even though I did beat Resident Evil 2 on N64. That's so weird. I beat 1. Well, it's always been weird with the Resident Evil games. I beat 1 on PlayStation, the original version, when it first came out, because that's at the guy's hand cut off with the gun. I did Resident Evil 2 on N64, 3 on Dreamcast, 4 on GameCube, 5 on PlayStation 3. I still need to beat 6 that I'm playing through my Xbox. Then 7 and 8 I have for Xbox, and I need to finish those. And then I need to get Requiem on Switch 2. So I got them all on like different.
Maybe I'll have to sit down and play them all through. I need somebody in the room with me though.
Pretty much me.
Yeah, I don't want you in the room with me. No. You're gonna scream like you're gonna be one of those reaction video memes that with the night vision. Like when the streamer girls are on and they have their night vision on and they the night vision and they're like, oh, no, look at me, I've got cat ears on. I'm sorry. Look, that was mean. That was a shot. I'm sorry. But seriously, y'all look the same.
So see Dancy's 4 or 5. Where I feel like that's can I think of his name? C Dancy 4571 says Code Veronica was amazing in my opinion. I wonder if you played it on PlayStation 2. Because I think, or later versions of it. Because I don't think people who played the Dreamcast version was enthused by it because of some of the stuff that was going on with that game. And I will say this, because Code Veronica is the one that I said is the one that really deserves the remake. So to see this intro and everything, this intro is brand new to it.
Yeah. But look, I mean,
Yep, CPS2. Yeah, then because they must have fixed a lot of things before. After the Dreamcast version.
I mean that they did. There was a couple. They added some stuff, and there's a couple other things too. But
so
sorry, I'm like trying to type out notes, and my microphone is in the way. And sometimes when my fingers get lost, I have to like look down to make sure. Dude, I used to be so good at typing, and now like phones have ruined me because now you're like all thumb typing, and like, man, never mind. It's not important. It's not important.
Yeah,
we say so many things on this show that are not important. And by us, I mean me.
Because dude, when you get the typing and I hear the click that, I'm like, oh, Corey is fast. I keep forgetting. I was like, yeah, he was an A+ student in typing class.
It's Mavis Bacon's fault. Remember Mavis Bacon?
Oh.
Where's my Mavis Bacon teaches first-person shooting?
Wouldn't that be typing of the
What
day?
happened to Mavis Bacon? Bacon?
I really don't know.
There's a whole documentary on YouTube, by the way, of searching for the first woman who played Mavis Bacon, who was like some like African supermodel or something, apparently. I don't know.
Oh.
Sounds like such a boring documentary. It's like where in the world is Carmen Sandiego if she was like a boring English teacher that nobody cared about.
I had a typing teacher in class, Miss Benna. Let me tell you, and she was a white. She
what do you got against white people, Ed?
I think she's still living. I've got nothing, and I'm
because we're pasty and burn easily, and
no.
Part of us are racist.
Let me tell you, she is and will remain the number one teacher everybody will fight for and defend. If they did something wrong to her, she about to have not only the students but the parents. Anyone who learned typing from Miss Benna always had her. She had so much support, and I think she's still living. I think she's still kicking it. Hopefully so. But I'm like, the moment someone find out that she passes away, that friend roll is going to be long. It's going to be hard to get into the church because she's going to have half of my city being that mug and going to be like, this is how many students? I'm like, yeah, she had over 5,000 students who will fight for her. Miss Benna had been teaching high school typing for a long time. So
nice. Well, that's code Veronica for you, or just Veronica, just Resident Evil Veronica. It's just called Veronica. The next thing, apparently he didn't get enough sponsors to get the Muppets on, so we had some.
Oh, and before we go on, I hated this Alienware nonsense.
Alienware nonsense.
I
must have missed it.
Yeah, because when I was watching the stream on YouTube, after everything was done, it kept cutting into Alienware. So it was just like, here's our next. If you want to have the best computer energy, Alienware, and it was just like, are you serious? It's only 5 minutes into the program. Why am I getting a commercial? And it felt like every time an announcement was made,
but that's what this is, man. He's got to pay for something. And look, Dell owns Alienware, and Dell has a lot of money. Let's just be honest here.
But it was the yellow bar. It wasn't like in the show where I could skip it or anything. It was something that I was forced to watch, like every 5 to 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, Jeff, I get the picture, but you letting them do this too much.
Well, it happens. I know. People want just the announcements and the awards and stuff, but dude, he's got to pay for this thing somehow. It's better than getting someone like Tencent, though. Like some. Anyways, I don't know. I don't have the energy to talk about this. I was not prepared.
or the Ubisoft man in the blue shirt and jeans. That's the one.
That's
What's a mess?
Something. Anyways, there's new Cuphead games coming. Ed, 2 of them.
Yes.
2 of them. There's the Mighty Cuphead Adventures, which is like an 8-bit kind of pixel art game coming out, which looks cool. And they did that.
Which they said was like an arcade. I'm like, this is not arcade at all.
It kind of looks a lot like, I don't know, something like Mega Man adjacent. But
yeah,
it looks cute. It looks cool. I like the weird commercial they did of like a classic game console and like the tube TV and all that. Like that was really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a new hand-drawn Cuphead game coming, which is also great. So
yes,
I'm excited for that. I'm glad that I've been thinking about Studio MDHR for a little bit now because Mouse PI came out and like it's obviously not the same type of game, but it has that same energy of like nobody's really done this animation style for a video game and made it work, and somehow they did. And so like I've been like, yeah, man, where's Cuphead at? But here it is. When did the Delicious Last Course come out? Was that like 2018, 2019, somewhere in there?
I thought it was 2021.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know.
Because I think they waited. Yeah, because they waited for all versions to come out. Because PlayStation version was out when. Well, no, PlayStation version was out when Delicious. Before they released Delicious, because they had went to Xbox, and then I think a few months or a year later, Switch got it, and then a few months later, Sony got it, and then that's when they did the DLC like a few months later. So I think it was 21. Because everybody was hoping it to come to Switch, and then that was just so. This is a time that when some of the Xbox game came out, everybody like, I hope that comes to Switch, and it would come to Switch, do mad numbers, and then it came out to any other platform, and everybody like, oh, okay, I guess I'll continue playing on Switch, because that's what they did to Cuphead on PlayStation. Everybody was just like, oh, okay, it's here.
Yeah. Well. Anyways.
And I'm assuming it's going to be for all consoles and PC, and probably Steam Deck and stuff. I don't think they're going to have it as a time console exclusive.
Yeah, I doubt it. After that, Alien Isolation 2, Ed. So kind of a weird trailer for this, but I'm not an Alien person, so I don't really know what this is or what it's about, but it definitely has that vibe, and I know a lot of people were excited for it, and it's coming to Switch too.
Yeah. Yeah, David was super excited.
David's always excited.
It's going to be like
for Alien.
Well, he was at work, and he was just like, that's a new Isolation game.
They to be fair, they did announce that they were working on one like a year ago.
Yeah, but I think this is the first time they
they did that tease a couple weeks ago, and they said that we'll see you at Summer Game Fest because it was like the save box or whatever, like that area you go to save the game that they teased, and so this was obviously the full reveal. But yeah, I mean, people love this franchise, so I can't believe Alien is still like going. It's had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of weird. But again, I'm not an Alien person. Sorry. I've only seen the end of Alien 3, so.
Well, I will say, I think because of the Switch version of Alien Isolation being so good and being kind of like the definitive one, I think this got like definitely horror players very hyped to see, and it just looked like the energy for it. People are just like, yeah, it's finally to announce. But now that it's getting a Switch 2 release, people could be like, yeah, I'm definitely going to probably get that version. Like, I think people are super excited that it is coming out or is planned for everybody. You know?
Yeah.
Now, will all of them release at the same
No.
time? That's a different question. That's
The
all
answer is
Sega.
no, it will not. So, all right. Where was I at? Here we go. We Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 3. Ben Starr, I think, is some sort of character in here. Friend of show, Ben Starr, of Final Fantasy 16 and Expedition 33 fame. You know him. You know him. He's also in some other game that somebody was really excited about 6 months ago. I don't know.
I swear, if he shows up in this direct,
what would he show up for though? I mean, Expedition 33, I guess, if it is coming to Switch 2, which I saw that interview surface again about a Switch port of that game, and I'm just like, if you port any game to the Switch 2, if this is the only third-party game that ever gets ported to the Switch 2 ever again, I will be happy. I think about that game constantly. I think about going back and playing it constantly, Ed. It is that good. I was looking at the stupid Etsy 3D printed statues yesterday. Again.
Oh, no.
They're starting to make the statues for the characters though, right? Like some company is making them. And Minoko is the first one, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess that kind of makes sense, but not really, but kind of.
Minoko's the one with the girl with the dark hair, right?
Minoko's the big furry white one with the mask. With the stick, the walking stick. Oh, right, that's right. Ed hasn't gotten past Act 1, everybody.
Nope. I have got past Act 1. I'm on Act 2. I have Ben Starr as the leading the team. I have his character because they killed the other dude,
Spoilers.
Which was the most stupid thing. Everybody know that he got killed.
Anyways, but it's like $300. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay $300 for that. I'm done. I'm done having that conversation with you. I'm moving on. The statue's $300. I'm like, look, if you're going to charge $300 for an Expedition 33 statue, it better be like one of the other characters. It better be Esquier with a wine dispenser in it. Okay,
you know what? I might have to slide you some money so you can buy me one.
I'm just saying. For those who've gotten far enough in the game, you know what that reference is. So that's all I have to say.
It's anything.
I have Esquier right here next to my music box. He's up there.
He's so good in that game.
I'm gonna go get him.
I just love his voice acting. Okay.
Oh no. Yep. Got my Esquier right here.
Oh.
Right here. He's the best. He's so dumb. What a dumb character, but he's the best. Look, if you need some positive influence in your life, Esquier's it. That's all I'm saying.
I would like a hug from Esquier.
Got my statue here, my painter statue. Oh man, I think about this game constantly. I cannot wait for that art book.
Yeah, if that might get announced for the direct,
dude, if it gets announced for Switch, I'm crying on air. I don't care. I will cry.
Oh, you'll probably end up buying it.
I'll buy like 5 copies of it to make sure they put the next one on the Switch too. I know that sounds insane, but I don't care. I'm insane. You chose me. It's fine. They showed 007 First Light roadmap, reconfirming the Switch 2 release. Obviously, it's out now on the other consoles, but they want to get it right. They're polishing it. They want it to run at a solid frame rate and everything. So from everything I've heard, this game's really good, like really good. So I'm glad to see that Bond is back It's sold like 2 million copies already.
Yeah. With it, I just feel like it's going to be a little bit too late for Switch 2.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Version.
Here's the thing.
I feel
think,
like it's going to get
I think
delayed.
some people are waiting for the Switch version just because Bond has such a meaningful tie to at least our generation of Nintendo fans, right? With GoldenEye and even the GameCube ones. Like Bond is really integral to the first-person shooter genre, and it's so tied to Nintendo 64 that I think people are waiting for First Light on Switch 2 for that reason alone. Not everybody, obviously, right? Like, not everybody, but I think it's
well, I'm gonna say this: if it's this past September, I'm like, yeah, we're not seeing this game to November, December, or to next year, or to whenever they got that new DLC coming out with Lenny Kravitz. So they got like, at this point in time, they got like 3 months.
Look, here's the thing. Ed, you know me. I'm not gay. But Lenny Kravitz is a stunning looking man for being 65 years old.
Oh,
I'm like, oh my God.
He is hot. Dude, he's still performing.
His stomach muscles are like better than when I was 25. I'm like, oh my God.
I think there was a recent picture of him because his birthday had just happened, and I think he had performed.
He was on Men's Health,
and he was like kind of shirtless. Okay,
shredded.
I'm like, sir.
Oh man, I can't even get my fingers to look that ripped at 39.
But everybody has a love for Lenny Kravitz. Even besides, like, for right now, him being popular and definitely with the leather pants thing ripping. Lenny Kravitz has always been a popular icon, not just only to the Black community, but to just music in general for everybody. So it's, to see him still doing what he loves and just him being in that shape at that age, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's a good-looking man, and I'm jealous because
his daughter looks.
Don't get me started on Zoe Kravitz, please. There's a whole 40-minute segment on Bossers podcast about 6 months ago about that. I don't need it.
Look, she is hot. She is funny. I love seeing her in
something.
movies.
But let's not get distracted right now.
Okay.
Anyways,
but yeah, I worry about that game coming to Switch. You can't come in September because if you do, you're going to get destroyed. There's so much dropping in September.
I know, so crazy.
So
let's see. What is this? This Armistice game is coming to Switch 2, apparently. It's like it's like a night game. I don't know. I don't even know what this is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like some demon knight hunter game. It's some supernatural Dark Souls-y looking thing. There's guns in it too, I guess. I don't know. It looks fine. You know what it looks like? You know what it reminds me of is Remnant. Remnant from the Ashes is kind of what it reminds me of, but much faster. Yeah. Oh, by the way, side tangent, Ed. I don't know if it's on this list. Speaking of fast-paced action games, did you see that Platinum is doing the last Ronin game?
I did. I was waiting for you to get to that. I was waiting for you to get to that because I didn't want to say anything. I literally did not even text you about it because I knew it happened, but I didn't want to text you about it because I was like, we have to talk about this. I'm like, okay, Platinum. What are you guys doing? Because then my thing is like, oh, y'all went from Ninja Gaiden 4, which is a great game, to work with Paramount Games to make the last Ronin. That's going to be interesting. Because I'm just like, okay, that's Ronin. I'm here for it.
You know,
I
you
believe
know
in
who's
Platinum
writing the
Games.
game, right? You know who's directing the game. Do you know who's directing the game?
Who?
Amy Hennig is directing the game because her work is finished on that Captain America Black Panther game.
Huh. Did they just reveal everything? I know I just seen the trailer, but I didn't see any additional information come out from it.
So let me back up for a second. So Paramount announced that they are opening a publishing / studio called Paramount Games, and Amy Hennig is leading the studio. And this is the first game in that studio for that studio. I don't know what that Marvel game looks like that she was working on. That would really suck if she left another studio, right? Because she's starting to get that. What's her name? The the Ubisoft woman that left Google to go to Sony, and Jade Raymond. Starting to get that
Jade Raymond.
That Jade Raymond stink on her, right? Where like you just keep hopping from studio to studio. The last game she worked on was Uncharted 4. So
because they took away that Star Wars game.
Yeah, because she went to Motive to work on the Star Wars game. She didn't finish that. She worked on something. I guess Skydance is the studio that's working on the Marvel game, right? So she's working on the Captain America Black Panther game, and I don't know when that's coming out. But then like now she's gonna head up this Paramount Games Studios. Like that's a third game in a row, and I mean, Uncharted 3 came out in like what 2011. That was the last game. It's 2026. Like that's a long time between games. And if this game isn't like just now in production, it's probably not going to come out till at least 2028.
Because it's not her fault or anything. These games just end up getting canceled or something ended up happening on whoever makes those decisions and everything. Amy Hennig is a great writer. She's a great games writer, story writer. But it's just like everything that she wants to touch and she believes in, something ends up happening. And so she's just like, well, I got to move on to the next project. Same thing with Jade Raymond. She's great in what she does, but it's just like stuff don't come to fruition. And it's the big boss is making that decisions and everything. And it sucks because those two ladies are just great at games, but they just haven't been able to put out. I won't say they haven't been able to put out anything, but the projects that they believe in and they help out with and they help create just ends up not happening, not come to fruition. So I'm excited to see what she does with this. I don't know if she's going to take the actual manga adaptation or if she's going to write like a brand new story.
Well,
it's going to be very interesting.
I feel like to extend this game out, right? Because they have that prequel, that Last Ronin prequel, right? Where like none of the turtles are dead yet. So like you could do that. You could almost do that. You could do the flashbacks of the way that the Last Ronin kind of reveals who's still around and who's not.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of different things you could do with that, but also like I'm really excited to see how Platinum handles like the weapons and the multi-stance kind of combat, and because I imagine like depending on which weapon you're using, you get to choose your combat style and upgrade through different trees and like upgrade trees and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm almost imagining not quite Bayonetta, almost maybe Nier Automata, maybe kind of combat, like kind of I want to say fast but deliberate kind of combat. Seems.
Yeah. Well, that's how because Ninja Gaiden is Ninja Gaiden is
I don't imagine
very fast.
I don't
4
imagine it being
fast.
a Ninja Gaiden paced game.
I'm just talking about more into speed. I mean, they're probably implementing some ideas that they have for that game that probably wasn't used into this one and everything. Because you really can't make the last Ronin like really fast because he's a turtle, but even though he's a ninja, speed does have to play a part into it. Reason why Ninja Gaiden 4 is fast is because your main character is a ninja and he has to kill as many as he can in quick succession.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I don't know. I think I can't wait for that. It's gonna be awesome. I don't see it on this list though, so that's why I'm still scrolling. There's a lot of games on this list though.
Well, because they didn't mention what systems it would be out for. So I think the game is still in
dude,
development.
it's not coming out. I mean, I wonder if it's going to be on the PlayStation 6, honestly. Like it'll be a cross-gen title, I bet.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it's going to be a cross-gen
Yeah,
title.
I think so.
But all right, we're only on like our 6th game. Let's just fly through some of these. So we got
Okay.
Hot Wheels Infinite Rush is coming. Hot Wheels game. Sonic Cross Worlds plus Pico Park. That's the new kind of DLC pack for Season Pass 2. Cool, I guess. Attack on Titan 3 is coming out. I know a lot of people are excited for that. That's Koei Tecmo is doing that. So there's another Koei Tecmo checklist game for you.
Yes.
Then the most intriguing DLC was announced. Street Fighter 6 Year 4 is coming. But Tifa from Final Fantasy 7 is one of the characters. And
people lost their
she looks
mind.
great. She looks great.
She does. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. She deserves to be in a fighting game, like a proper one, not this Dissidia BS.
Square and Capcom has always had a pretty good relationship. Even from like Breath of Fire days. Because Breath of Fire was a Squaresoft game, but Capcom released it. So Capcom and Square, and definitely with the Monster Hunter games and stuff, they always had a good of, not only just business but respect for each other. So to see Tifa to be in this game,
yeah. So yeah, I mean that's obviously coming to Switch 2 also.
Now everybody's gonna be nagging Nintendo and for when the next Smash come.
I'm sure she will be if they do like a everybody's here sort of thing again. Like I feel like that's a no-brainer at this point. But
Cloud and Tifa being the mess out of Sephiroth,
hey,
dude.
Man.
The Smash trailers just featuring Tifa is going to be insane.
I mean, look, I get it. Tifa's great. We all know. Speaking of Tifa and Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 officially has a title, Ed. This must be Final Fantasy fans must be going nuts because this feels like when Tears of the Kingdom finally got titled and everybody was losing their minds. Like that must be what this is to Final Fantasy fans, right? Like this title, which Revelation, wow, everybody's coming up with all these crazy RE names, and it's like, well, wow, Revelation might be the simplest and most like the most obvious one. But yeah, this is going to conclude the trilogy. It is coming to Switch 2. They talked about how Switch 2 is like very important for this game. So, I mean, obviously Rebirth is out now. Runs great on Switch 2, apparently. A lot of work being done by that DLSS. What running at like 360p on board with like the 1440p upscale. Man, gotta give it to Nvidia though for having that technology available, because we as Switch players we would be screwed. It's fine. Exactly. I like it. And then so Day of the Devs happened also. So that was all the games that were shown for Switch 2 at Summer Game Fest proper. Now we're at Day of the Devs.
Yeah.
Super Ukulele Kart has a real Super Nintendo, Super Mario Kart vibe to it, and not in a way that I enjoy.
I cut it off at the Day of the Dev, so.
Yeah. Did you watch the trailer for Super Ukulele Kart?
I didn't even know that was happening. I heard of the name, but I'm just like, huh? Okay. I'm thinking this just it's another card game. Character card game.
I mean, it has that chunky kind of. They tried to put a fake FX chip or a Mode 7 kind of movement in here. Dude, it looks really bad. I'm sorry. It does not look great. I wish they would have just made a Mario Kart clone and called it a day. Like a new Mario Kart, not a Super Nintendo Mario Kart clone. It does not look. I don't like the way this game looks. I was really excited for it until they showed it. I'm sorry. I love Platonic. I think Ukulele and Impossible Lair are amazing games. But man, doesn't look great.
Oh, yeah, Minute the Hollerer has sold 500,000 copies.
Yes.
Yacht Club just announced it 2 hours ago.
Trine 6, Ed. Trine 6. I didn't even know there's a Trine 5.
I can't believe it's still going on.
I knew there was a 4. I didn't know there was a 5.
I knew there was a 5. I just don't know the release date. I didn't know that it came out. So,
yeah, I don't know, man. Oh my gosh, my daughter's still awake. She refuses to go to bed now, man. It's crazy. She's just like her own person. She's running up and down the hallways. I think she's in the kitchen getting food. Anyways, Southeast Asian Games Showcase. Was it? Good. I didn't really watch it, but there's the TC Card Shop Simulator, the real one, not all the AI ripoffs on Switch. And this is the one that everybody likes on Steam. It's finally coming to Switch 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. Nightmare Circus looks kind of creepy. I don't know if you watched.
Yeah, they had a lot of horror games in it.
Yeah, it looks kind of creepy, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but that one was a good show.
Yeah. Kulo Nico Bowl Up. What is this, Ed? Tell me what this is. So all these have I don't know. I don't know if we need to go through all these now, actually. But yeah, Until Then is finally coming to Switch and Switch 2. That was a game that we really liked here at Boss Rush for PlayStation 5 a while ago. Pat played it, loved it. I think Stephanie played it also. There's DLC coming June 18th. A lot of people really liked it. And then shout out to the Wholesome Direct. Our friend Jenny Kimchika hosts that. Yeah, she did great as always. Dude, she's so
I ordered my
she's
2
so
shirts.
Energetic and fun and positive. It's like there's no way somebody can be that positive, but I mean it in like a good way, right? Like she's just so bubbly and she's perfect for this, right? She has the perfect personality and the perfect kind of thing for the Wholesome Direct, and I think she single-handedly has made this thing super popular.
Yeah, every time I see Kim Chica at PAX, I have to just go say hi and just shake her hand and thank her and just pour out my love for her and everything. Because, yeah, she's just so wonderful just to be around. Like, she really delivers a lot of positive energy.
Yeah.
And everything. And the woman is blessed and busy.
She's definitely busy. Dude, she's everywhere. Can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to, at least shout that out because, friend of show, friend of all of us. She's great. When you go to events, look for her. She's got the purplish pink hair. Probably has the yellow cozy game shirt on.
Well, yeah, I was waiting for them to show the shirts, and when they showed the shirts, I ended up ordering mine. So, I plan to bring those on packs too, also. But yeah, she's just great. And the cost is really good for the shirts. So if you guys want to learn more about that, you could check out the Wholesome Games. They still got the direct and they break everything down for it. It was a lot of games though. I think the one thing was that a lot of that stuff was PC only, not so many Nintendo Switch stuff or Switch 2, and I was hoping for that. But maybe a Indie World later this year. Because they looked like there's some great games that would definitely fit the Nintendo Switch.
And I wonder too if there will be some indie games in the direct tomorrow. But
I believe so, yeah.
All right, let's talk about we're not going to go through every game at the Xbox showcase. Also, because I'm going to be out for a week, we're going to save all of our questions from the last 2 weeks for that episode, for a question block episode. So
yes,
we're not skipping your questions. We have a lot of them, and I'll send them to you when we need to record that at some point in the next however many days. Even if I have to stay up late on Thursday and do it or something with you, but so we aren't going to do question block tonight, but we will get to your questions because I assume after this Nintendo Direct tomorrow, we're going to have a pretty slow couple weeks of news, and that'll be fine. And then we got to get ready for episode 500, Ed. It's coming up.
It's coming.
It's coming up.
Yes.
So yeah, let's talk about this Xbox game showcase. It was really good. It was very, very, very good. We don't need to talk about everything here, but I do want to talk about some of the games that could possibly be coming to Switch and Switch 2 or announced for Switch or Switch 2. And then just kind of get you a read on a couple other things. So we're not going to go in order. I'm just looking at at the games that are, they make that nice little graphic of all the games that they announced during the showcase. Obviously, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is coming. They really showed off the DMZ experience, which is like their extraction shooter. But yeah, that's coming to Switch 2. I wonder how that's going to run. I'm intrigued to see how it runs. We haven't had a Call of Duty on Nintendo since Ghosts on the Wii U, so I imagine Metro 2039 will come at some point. In what capacity, I'm not sure, but all the other ones have come to Switch, so I imagine this one will.
That one looks very.
It looks like Wolfenstein. I thought it was Wolfenstein.
Exactly.
Dude, I thought it was Wolfenstein 3.
Exactly.
I was like, dude, because I saw like the fake Nazi symbol, like the weird kind of non. whatever that was, but like I was like, is this Wolfenstein 3? Are we finally getting it? Are we finally getting Wolfenstein? No, it was not. But then like the narrator had a Ukrainian accent, right? And so
and then it did set the Metro stuff.
Yeah, I did see. I missed the beginning of it. Just like, I missed because Miles was like trying to show me how to number block or something. I
don't know. Yeah. So,
let's see. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Metro.
Metro. Yeah, it just looked very different. So I'm interested to see what if I believe it should come to Switch and stuff.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm Doom the Dark Ages. I'm still surprised that's not on Nintendo on Switch. I hope it comes to Switch too, because we have Eternal and the modern remake of Doom.
I mean, that sounds Switch. Like a Nintendo Direct thing, though, right? Again, a lot of the games that weren't announced for Switch 2 sound like Nintendo wants to control their own message, sort of thing. They have their own press release, they have their own trailer, they have their own statement, they have their own tweet, their own Facebook post.
So I wonder if Microsoft just be like, okay, yeah, you guys can announce it. Here's the assets and everything. You guys present it in a way, um, so that we don't really have to do the work or anything. Is what my assumption
Yeah.
is. Um, because I'm just like, I'm sorry, Hellblade 2 needs to be on Switch too.
It'll be. I feel like that's going to get announced tomorrow. I really do, dude. It's been
It
rumored for
has
so
to
long at this point.
because Senua games. If that game also don't come to Switch 2, like I want the whole Hellblade series on Switch 2. If it comes anywhere, if it goes, because I know it's gonna be on PlayStation, I know it's gonna be on Steam and all of that. It needs to be on
Mhm.
Switch 2.
It will be. It will be. Um,
Mm,
Minecraft Dungeons 2 seems like an easy layup for Switch 2. I mean, the first one was on Switch
yeah,
1. I don't see why this wouldn't come to Switch 2. Let's see. I'm going through Resonance, the Plague Tale Legacy kind of seems like it might. The other two are
mhm,
cloud versions on Switch 1, but this, I don't know. There's something about this that doesn't seem like it would be too hard to run on Switch, especially because like you see a lot of the other games that are coming to Switch 2. Like this feels like a Tomb Raider level-esque game where I don't know, it
yeah,
just doesn't seem too. Uh, and then the Spyro game they announced is probably coming to Switch 2, which looks very adorable, by the way. Spyro looks.
yeah, yeah. Spiral's coming to Switch 2.
I imagine Doom: The Dark Ages will
Excuse
come.
me,
Persona 4 Revival and Persona 6 are shoe-ins. I'm
but probably at a later
pretty
date.
sure Castlevania was already announced for Switch 2.
So this is the thing, with Castlevania Belmont, because I think this is a I don't know if this is the same one that was announced, like, from I think it may have been, um, but they have the dates for Xbox and PlayStation. They don't have nothing for Switch 2 yet or Switch. So it may come at a later date, even though Konami did confirm it that it is coming to the Switch family, or it is coming to
Mhm,
Switch, but they didn't say if it's gonna be day and date as the
mhm,
other ones. So we may not get it when that game first comes out. We may like get
mhm.
it later. How much later? That that really depends on
Yeah.
Konami.
Persona 6 we already kind of talked about. Crazy Taxi definitely is coming to Switch 2. That game looks so
Yeah,
awesome. I'm so glad that they had the Offspring playing at the beginning.
dude. I was about to actually text you, be like, did I think I did text you. It was just like we were just talking about this on the show last week with Jesse, and I know we mentioned that they had to have the yayas. They had to have the ya. They had to have that on there, or it wouldn't be the same.
See, I'm
And
so
so,
glad. I'm
to
so glad.
see it
Like
and hear it, yeah,
having the Offspring would have been one thing, right? But like the fact that they got the
mhm,
original song for the game, plus they played it in the trailer, and plus like that song
mhm,
is only each run in Crazy Taxi was approximately 2 minutes unless you kept getting your fares or whatever. And that
yeah.
song is only about 2 minutes, so we got the full song in the trailer. It just made me like, it took me back. So sitting in my parents' basement with the Dreamcast plugged in the corner of the in the small TV while the big TV had like the real games on it. Uh,
Right.
so awesome.
But that's what all we really wanted was to have that soundtrack, to have that music. So even I'm excited to see where they go with this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be cool. Um, and it looks like a normal Crazy Taxi game, right? It's not like that big kind of open
Yeah.
world online game they said it might be, which it still might be, right? Like you might still be competing in online lobbies with other people, but it feels like Crazy Taxi, which is most important.
And I feel like it's gonna probably have a story and more a mission structure to it. Because when he parked in and that other woman parked and they was like doing the phone thing, I was just like, oh, this might actually have like a campaign in the game.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't remember what Bad Magpie is. But hey, look, Andre's in the chat.
Shout out to
Andre.
Andre.
Andre,
yes,
come on the show soon. We miss you. We miss your beautiful face.
Yes.
Can we? Speaking of handsome men,
Let's,
this guy, Andre, handsome man. Jedi Master Binks. Go check out his YouTube channel. Make some great content over there. Go do it. Do it.
Let's all join hands to summon a banger direct.
Yeah, really. I forget what this Project Magpie is. I don't remember what it is. Oh, it's this weird bird carrying game. Which was like,
Yeah.
what is this? So that's definitely coming to Switch because it looks like that. And then these other games, I don't know. This Magic game looks kind of neat, but I doubt that's coming to Switch.
No, I think that's Xbox and PlayStation only.
But yeah, that's the Join Us, the Among Us kind of multiplayer looking thing, single player multiplayer story driven thing, right? Like there's an Among Us story driven game coming. So yeah, that's kind of it for Switch 2 games. What did you think of the Xbox show overall, though, Ed?
Oh, I this week gave it an A. I didn't give it an A plus or anything because I was seeing a lot of, of course they had like a lot of PlayStation stuff with the Xbox, and it was just like no Nintendo or anything. And so I overall enjoyed it. I'm glad that a lot of games that they showed did get some release dates, and we did see a lot of gameplay. Asha came out, delivered her message, was really good and everything. I think she had some kind of shirt or or a coat or something that was like really cool. You really couldn't see the logo on it because it was
25th anniversary Xbox coat.
Okay. I was just like, ooh, I would have loved to have that coat, and something like that. But that was really cool. That she presented the game, said what needs to be said, and then started showing off. Halo campaign looks great. Hopefully it's better than the original version because I hate driving Combat Evolve, and I hope that is fixed. And when I get to the last level, hope that it is also fixed on the last level. I don't know about the library thing.
They said they're fixing it. Out. Will they? Who knows, dude? Who knows?
I'm going to be real with you. I'm not excited about Persona 6. And the only reason because they didn't give us anything. They just announced P6 Persona 6. And I'm just like,
but that's what they did with Persona 4 last year. That's what they did with. I don't care. It's fine. They have another Persona game coming out this year. They'll show this more next year, and it'll come out next year, and everybody will be fine. I'm a high school student hitting on high school chicks while I go transform into monsters and fight high school kids. Weirdos.
I just
nerds.
Wasn't. I just wasn't hype or wow or just be like, oh yeah, Persona. I'm just like, okay, it's Persona 6.
Nerds.
I'm like, come on now. I'm like, come on, Atlas. Atlas could have did better. I love Persona. I did love the Persona 4 revival. We talked earlier about Fable just looking weird. E-Day looks great. Senua, love that. And the great that they showed gameplay trailer. All the certain dudes are hitting on the the Doomslayer, and I'm just like, really? Okay,
why? Because he had his armor off
and everything.
Oh no.
Yeah, they showed his face and all the muscles.
Can people just not complain for like 30 seconds? Jeez.
Clockwork Revolution and Clockwork and Gears being 20 console exclusive, that's good to see. I mean, I've always wanted to do the Clockwork Revolutions games to play that. So that's nothing different. Flight Simulator.
You're going
I thought
through all
they
the games.
announced
okay.
No, I'm not going through all of them.
Well, you've only
Flight
got 3
Simulator is
more,
going to be the
Eds.
last one. But it was weird because it's Flight Simulator 25 or 26. Was that announced already? Or was it that just
No, they're only
that Flight
putting them out.
Simulator was just coming to PlayStation?
They put Flight Simulator 2024 on PlayStation 5 and PSVR.
Okay. Because that was confusing. Because like, didn't they announce a new one? So, but that getting DLC was fine. But yeah, overall, the Xbox One was it was a banger for sure. I was never bored. I was very interested in seeing all the games for it. Join us is going to be good goody moogie. The Christian community or the conservative Christian community is going to have a field day with that one.
I no 0 words from me. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that fight.
I was just like, oh, they're making a cult game. That
dude,
like,
remember when Cult of Lamb came out? This is
that nonsense.
No. I mean,
yeah, but everything was really good. I give it a
yeah.
A.
I mean, the obviously Halo. I'm gonna play because it's Halo, right? I want to play Halo. I'm sure it's got an awesome co-op mode that I can play with somebody. Gears. You know how I feel about Gears. I will die on every Gears hill ever. I love Gears. I can't wait to play this. I wish it was Gears 6. I want to wrap up Kate's story, but seeing Marcus and Dom again and just kind of obviously this is the beginning, so really excited to play Gears. The games that stood out to me though, for real, Fable, Haley Atwell playing the villain. Love Haley Atwell. Love Fable. I think that's going to be the game. This is going to be the proof of concept if Microsoft can finally make a third-person kind of action RPG that is, I want to say as prestigious as something that PlayStation puts out. I'm not saying it won't be as good because I think Xbox makes a lot of games that are just as good or even better than PlayStation's, right? But like, how the gaming zeitgeist goes, anything PlayStation has on it is, the bee's knees, as they say. But Fable looks awesome. Resonance, Plague Tale Legacy looks great. I love that series to death. I think that first game especially is just an incredible story. But the game I think that stands out most for me is Senua. I mean, we did that book club on the first game. We talked a lot about the second game.
Yes.
Every time I hear the music and I know what the messaging is in that game and everything that I went through with mental health discovery and figuring out, the I don't want to say my problems, but learning how to deal with certain aspects of my mental health and seeing her again, like made me tear up a little bit because she's such an important character. Like that first game is so important. And the more I learned about myself, the more important she became. And yes, I know this is an action adventure game and not necessarily a mental health kind of whatever game, but
the topic that the game deals with is very it's interesting, not just interesting, but it's something to make people aware, and that people who deal with this, this is what they go through. They, I think that's why Hellblade, just the first one, is so important. I mean, I have my opinions about it, but I'm like, it's important because people who bought the game, knowing that part of that money was going to go to the research, to help cure this or, find more about this, like it made the game even more, not just intriguing, but like opened up a lot of people's eyes about schizophrenia.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've really been thinking about going back and replaying both of those games recently.
2 is just
look,
2 is just so amazing.
They better make some sort of statue or something for this game. Like, I'm tired of not having a Hellblade merch. I'm tired of Aaron Greenberg tweeting out that Hellblade Xbox nobody can purchase. Stop it. That guy needs to stop marketing things you can't buy.
Right.
But seeing her again on screen and just the music and the continuation of that story, which I didn't know where it fell in the timeline, because they show her from Hellblade 2. They show her look from Hellblade 1, and then they show her the look from the trailer from when 2 was revealed. And so this is a sequel. This is a sequel to Hellblade 2. This is a direct sequel to Hellblade 2.
Did they announce it as
they
that?
didn't announce it that way, but there's an Xbox Wire post. Let me read it real quick. Let me find it. Oh, shoot. Come on. Scroll, monkey. Okay.
Because I was wondering, like, okay, go ahead.
This will be Senua is a bold new step for the Hellblade universe in this 2027 action adventure. It's coming to Xbox Series X and S, Xbox on PC, Xbox Cloud Gaming, included with Game Pass, and is Xbox Play Anywhere. See developer website for other platforms. So it's also coming to PlayStation 5. It's coming to Steam. I would bet my life this comes to Switch 2. I bet all 3 of these games get Switch 2 ports at some point, even the first one.
Well, some of these games also coming to Epic Games.
Senua was a surprise reveal at the show, a new action-adventure game from Ninja Theory set in the Hellblade universe. Senua, a Celtic warrior, is trapped between life and death in a fractured version of purgatory. She must fight to reach the afterlife and reunite with those she loved and lost, battling forces that threaten everything she believes in. The announced trailer showcased bold new action-adventure gameplay with tactical combat challenging you to overcome multiple enemies by mastering a range of weapons and special focus abilities. In World Born from Senua's Mind, it should be in a world born from Senua's mind. Players can look forward to exploring a vivid, interconnected world with fantastical boss fights and puzzles of perception. Set after the events of Hellblade 2, existing fans will love the fresh new direction while offering perfect entry point for new players as it arrives next year. It is not the perfect entry point. Please play Hellblade 1 and 2.
Yeah.
This feels like the God of War game everybody wanted Hellblade 2 to be, is what this is describing, in my opinion.
It sounds like a side game.
I cannot wait to play this. I love that they just named it Senua too. Because that implies something. Like, it implies it's about her and not about, the overarching narrative that has been Hellblade. I can't wait, man. I mean, you know how I feel about this character, right? Like, she's just.
Oh yeah. It's a day one purchase. Like, there's no answer. It's a bust for it. It's like, this is a day one purchase. Yeah. And I think I would say this: it's going to be very important for this to be in a developer diary next year. Like Microsoft cannot play around with this game. They have to show it in the developer. In fact, that developer diary next year is going to be big.
I also want to mention that there's another Xbox Wire blog post just about this game and Ninja Theory in the studio. It's worth noting that Hellblade 1 and 2 were developed by teams of like 20 and 35 people respectively, while the other, 60% of the studio was working on motion capture technology and Project Mara and all these other things. It's worth noting that the entirety of the 86-person studio is working on this game, and Project Mara has been canceled.
Getting canceled.
So that tells me that this is a bigger experience. That tells me that the team that was working on Project Mara already started working on this when Hellblade 2 was in development also, which tells me this is a much larger experience.
But I wonder what happened to Project Mara, because that game, or is that Kojima's
What,
game?
OD? Fizzin'?
Yeah, it might have been OD. I thought Project Mara had like a very spooky kind of feel to it, but I think that was OD.
Well, Project Mara also had a creepy like psych ward kind of feel to it, like the glass.
Because wasn't there like
there's the stair. I remember the trailer. Like it was the flickering lights with the stairwell in front and like the clean white floors, right? And it was just like flickering lights in the staircase, and then the rooms on each side had the glass doors, and it just had like this very surreal, creepy, too clean, too whatever kind of feel to it.
I probably have to check the trailers and stuff again, because I know it was just like a very spooky game that they was going for.
Yeah.
And I think because they're like the whole team is now working on it, with them having gameplay and everything, I could be like, okay, you guys probably reuse some assets and stuff, while creating some new ones. So maybe this game was quickly for you guys to develop to make.
I wonder how much of these assets they're going to use from the second game. Like, I wonder, because like it says it's an interconnected world, which Hellblade 2 is not. It's level based.
Yeah.
So this tells me it's not an open world game. This tells me it's more like God of War, where there's like a hub world and then you go off into these different, or like Rise of the Tomb Raider or something, where there's like hubs, like open hubs that you kind of go to, and you can kind of maybe navigate, your way through to these other realms. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. I want it to be good. They're introducing new weapons, which looks great. Again, I know this is not an Xbox show, and we talked a lot about it on Xbox Casuals, but I mean, Hellblade is genuinely one of my favorite series, and I know that's a minority take on that. Like, it's definitely a hot take, but I don't care. Suck it. I like it.
I like I said, I love the series. I have my opinions about 1, but 2 is such beyond a cinematic experience. It's a game that everyone needs to play, and that ending. Now, that's something I would never spoil. If you want to know the end of the game, play it. Play all of Hellblade 2 to get to see why that ending is so impactful. Yeah, Ninja Theory, bring to the Switch too, so I could give y'all $40 or whatever. Shadow drop it next tomorrow if y'all want to. They do that, dude. It's a done deal. I'm like, okay, I don't need the rest of the direct, but still, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I imagine this will be at the developer direct. This feels like a summer game to me, so.
Yeah, and I think pretty much after this game is released, I think all the first party Microsoft stuff is done, has been released for the Series X. Because E-Day, Halo, Fable, Clockwork Revolution, and Senua, all of that will be done. Oh no, the Black Panther game.
Well, the Black Panther game's canceled. The EA one?
Oh.
Or are you talking about the Captain America Black Panther game?
Was there one? Was there a Black?
No, Blade.
Oh, it might be the EA one.
Blade is the one you're thinking about.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm shocked we didn't see Blade there today or yesterday. That's the one game that's missing. I wasn't even thinking about Blade, but that probably just speaks to the character and like how interested I am in Arcane's games. So,
and Marvel stuff. I think Wolverine is such a big thing. I think they're probably just like, let's focus on Wolverine first, and then we'll focus on Blade after. Well, then it's Blade, and then I'm about to say Starfield 6.
Gross. I don't know. We'll see at this direct tomorrow, but there might be some Xbox games there that we just haven't anticipated. But all right, Ed, we should get to Pack Watch now. Pack Watch. Here are the games that you could be playing on your Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 this week. We have Poetic Trio is out for $9.99. Poetic Trio is a themed set of 3 games: a game about rain, a game about snow, and a game about wind, all in one. The core aspect of each game is the atmosphere. It is recommended for those who mostly seek the experience and the mood. On 6/11, we're getting Unrailed, which is $19.99. Unrailed is a chaotic online and couch co-op multiplayer railroad construction game where you work together with your friends as a team to build a train across the endless procedurally generated world. Master encounters with its inhabitants, upgrade your train, and keep from derailing. Some of these games, man. Demio X Dungeons and Dragons Battle Marked is $29.99. A cooperative tactical RPG set in the D&D universe. Embark on a fantasy tabletop adventure. Your quest on your schedule. Great. On 6/18, we have The Adventures of Elliot for $59.99.
Yes.
This game looks really cool. If you it looks kind of like a mix between the Mana games and Zelda 16-bit era.
Yeah.
A brand new action RPG from the creators of Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default. The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales combine stunning HD 2D visuals, exciting action adventure gameplay for the first time.
Yeah, the trailer, the demo, the new demo is so much better than the old one. So yeah.
And then Until Then, which I didn't write a price down for this, but oh well. A fateful meeting set off a chain reaction, upending Mark's life. People disappear and memories prove unreliable. Uncover a hidden truth with Mark and his friends in the narrative adventure and race to unravel the mystery before it's too late. So those are the games you can play on your Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 right now. Here are your weekly updates. There aren't very many important ones. Of course, we'll get to more on the following episode as well. Again, we recorded late last week. We recorded late this week. A lot of these updates come out on Tuesdays, so we'll keep them coming as we see them. Sabotage Studio has released Sea of Stars Sunset Edition, the game's final major update alongside alongside a free Switch 2 upgrade. Wow. That was dyslexia if I ever heard it in my life. Featuring save, transfer support, game share enabled 3-player co-op, and new content celebrating the acclaimed RPG's 7-year journey. Has that game really been out for 7 years? No way.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, no, they've been working on it for 7 years.
We're so old.
No, they've been working on the game for 7 years, but it's only been out for about.
Doesn't matter.
3?
I still feel old. Ed, why do I feel so old? Ponkel has announced a Switch 2 version of. Oh, that's the developer. Ponkel has announced a Switch 2 version of Vampire Survivors, which improves performance and mouse support. Unveiled the upcoming Legacy of the Blood Moon DLC, rebranded the game as Vampire Survivors First Survivathon, and launched a major free update as part of its new initiative that will expand Survivors like franchise. Great. Cool.
That's the new
That's
genre name that they're calling it.
why.
Because everybody was calling the genre auto battles.
Well, I mean, what
So,
they were calling it something else that we can't say on the show because this is a show rated PG.
oh.
Auto survivor shooter, but use the acronym. You can figure it out. You smart kids out there can figure it out. All right, Nintendo Switch Online, Ed. I didn't see any new games, but they added more Mario Kart World tracks, so there's something for you. There's something for you. But that's it. That's all we got. Like I said, question block. Remember, you can always submit your question to the podcast on social media and our Discord, or by emailing us at nintendopowblock@gmail.com. You can leave them for us for the next episode. We're going to do, if there's not a ton of news, we're going to do a massive question block episode next time, so we can get all these questions in, because we have about 15 questions right now, Ed, lined up. So it's going to be pretty beefy. Plus, the direct news will go in this show too, so we'll be at about a 3.5 hour show, which is short for us, but it's fine.
That's very true. I will say, so to get to final thoughts, it's good. I'm probably going to end up doing a banter about this, but shout out to David, our editor-in-chief. He's saying Hollow like the best kind of like adventure game out and everything. And I told him no at this time. And I kind of I wish there was a way for people to play the game called Alundra. I know I bring it up so many times, but it's a working design game back on the PlayStation. And I just kind of feel like, as much as I love Mina the Hollower, I kind of just want people to play Alundra to see that even though Mina got that Castlevania Zelda feel to it and everything, I think Alundra kind of outdoes it, outshining in some bits. But I'm going to do a better for that. But that is my final thought. But once again, congratulations to Yacht Club for 500,000 copies.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Congratulations, Yacht Club. 500,000 copies. That's a big deal. We said that they needed to hit that to be comfortable as a studio, right? And they would like to sell 1 million copies, which they will. I think they will. But they were talking about how 200,000 copies, they might have to make some tough choices, and I'm really glad that they don't have to do that, because we love Sean over there, Celia. They're both very good friends of show. When I interviewed them, they couldn't have been nicer. The multiple times we've interviewed them, Celia's been on the show multiple times. Like, it's just been a great relationship with them. So congratulations to them. Go buy Mina the Hollower if you have not. It's $19.99. Go buy Shovel Knight. It's on sale right now. That's, man, I feel good today, Ed. I feel great.
Yes.
I feel great today.
Yes. It's so super great to hear.
My shirt, I need to get new undershirts. They're kind of like, the necks are kind of stretched out a little bit on some of them. You know how you get those shirts and you're just like, I need to refresh, I need to.
Yes.
So that's all right. I feel a wardrobe change coming in my future. So not a change, just like a refresh. So.
All right. Well, everybody, that's kind of going to be it for the show. Corey, Summer Game Fest was really good this year. I will give, I honestly, if I had to rate the whole show this year, I'd give it an A-. Actually,
yeah, it was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah, obviously we don't know about the direct yet, but, but I think so far the show is definitely it's the best summer game fest / other things in a long time. And, you know, I mean, Summer Game Fest wasn't weird this year. I mean, some of it was weird, but it wasn't weird. There wasn't a lot of tension, like behind the scenes tension for the Xbox thing, for the Xbox showcase, which made it weird last year, right? Like, we wanted to be excited, but we didn't. Like, we knew what was going on at Xbox, and they never really said what was going on, right? But we all knew, so it kind of created this weird tension. And then the State of Play last year was not very good. So, like, yeah, this year was awesome. I thought this year was the best summer showcase yet. And even if Nintendo's Direct turns out to be mediocre tomorrow, it's still going to be one of the best summer showcases, right? Because, like, I mean, even if the biggest thing they show tomorrow is Fire Emblem, it's like, well, you already won.
And we get a date for it, yeah. So, but no, Nitzy, they got something snagged up. So we'll see. We'll see it tomorrow. And you guys will know about it because you watched our direct recap here in the show. So
yeah.
Well, thank you for watching or listening to this episode of Nintendo Pow Block. If you haven't joined us, if you joined us live, follow, subscribe to the channel you're watching if you haven't done so already. If you're watching later on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments, whether it's on today's topics or a new idea we could discuss in a future episode. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, consider leaving us a 5-star rating and a nice review, as it helps us with discoverability and reach. You can support Boss Rush on Patreon at patreon.com/BossRushNetwork at a tier that's right for you. You can even follow for free and gain access to all of our best shows on one feed. Thank you again for watching and or listening. And everybody, please let us know what did you think about the Nintendo Direct, the Summer Game Fest. Let us know what excitement of games that you guys are really hyped for. With that, everybody, have a great week, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time on Nintendo Pow Block. Bye, everybody.
Bye. If you want to become a supporter of Boss Rush, you can head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. You can choose a tier that's right for you for as little as $1 a month, and you can even follow us for free. Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Francisco Santillan, Celeste Roberts of Read Only Magazine, Christian S. of Franchise Festival, Todd Aksha of Fandom Foundry, Making Fun of MacGyver, Chat of the Wild, a Legend of Zelda podcast, and Sana Deering. Thanks for your continued support of Boss Rush Media and the Boss Rush Network.